And did you hear what they said to them?
I didn't. Why? What was happening?
Did you not hear?
No.
Oh, it was awesome. It's absolutely awesome. Oh shit! And we're live. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Good afternoon, folks.
Hi.
Hi. For those of you who are tuning in for Swish of IVG, he is running slightly. Well, he's slightly behind today, and he will be here at some stage. Probably around 3:30, but he is coming on with us today. So Swish from IVG will be live on Vape Lounge NI.
Yay.
And good afternoon, Bunny.
Good afternoon, Roy. Long time no see.
Exactly, long time no see with you too. How are you?
Hi, William. Yes, William's in, Saint's in, David A is in. Good afternoon, people.
Good afternoon, folks.
But yeah, I'm good. I'm alive. Ish.
And don't forget, folks, to change your top chat to live chat.
Oh yes. Need to get to the live chat. Don't want you missing any messages or anything.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So we'll get that in there since, well, we've got one super spanner in, we haven't got the other super spanner in.
Yeah.
He'll come with a sick note probably.
Aye, Craig. Well, the weather's nice today, so Craig's probably a barbecue.
Yeah, because he does seem to like his food.
I know, part-timers.
There we go. Saint straight in with a massive deal straight away. If anybody's
yes.
interested in this bruiser.
Yes, Saint. I saw that you posted that in the bitches group last night. Hi, Christine.
Hi, Christine. That's an awesome deal, folks. If anybody is to get themselves a fantastic wee mod. Yeah,
that's a fantastic price for the Spruza. You can't be bad to that at all. That is like bargain basement price there. So you'd be a fool not to.
I must be a fool because I'm not going to.
No, I'm not financially placed to be able to do so right now. So yeah.
I'm still in love with this.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you've got the Umbroy. I'm on the RSQ. Oh, you haven't used that in a while. No, I haven't. So I dug it out last night. I thought, yeah, why not?
Sainty, pictures once you get it, mate. What's the delivery like for that? Delivery times?
3FV's not too bad for delivery. They're usually about 8 days.
And Emily.
Is Emily ghosting? Hi, Ems.
Emily, if you're there. Hi.
Well, we did threaten to out her, and we neglected our outing duties on Wednesday evening. I do apologise for that, Emily. So sorry we didn't drop you in it.
Just put a wee hi in the chat.
Yeah.
Roy, I was talking to a BT engineer. He said he was at yours trying to fix your net. His brother owns vape shop in Larne. Yeah.
Hi, Colin.
Hiya, Colin. Afternoon, sir. Yeah, I've had numerous BT engineers call at my house and everything else, and I did get it up and running, and then it went tits up again. But it was a fault in the line outside. So, but they got that fixed now, and it seems to be going not too badly. Touch wood. So yes. So, Bunny.
Yeah.
We've seen you've got the SQ. What are you vaping on?
Well, I've got the RSQ, which is really very lovely, and I've the Gun 1.5 on top of that, in skunk mode, obviously. And then that I have some of the very tasty black currant lemonade from Rude Boy's brand new juicy range. This stuff, wow, absolutely amazing. I've also got, as everybody calls it, the common as muck.
Yeah.
The SXG class with the Valerian on top of that, and in that I have another one from Rude Boy. It's the strawberry mess from the dessert range, and look, it's nearly finished. Road trip to Bangor at the weekend, babe.
Also, Mum, they call it common as muck because they're jealous that they don't have one.
Thank you.
No.
There speaks the voice of Mini-Me.
No, I'm not jealous. I don't want one.
See you later.
I don't want one. Oh.
Well, there's no accounting for taste, I suppose. But yeah, but that's what I'm on today.
Oh, as you may have already seen, I'm on the Boy Rage,
Very, very nice.
which my review is up. If anybody wants to go and watch it. On top of that, I've got the Loop. In squad
Brilliant dripper. Brilliant dripper.
but I have stole the drip tip for it because I think that looks better than the pishy plastic one that comes with it.
Yeah.
And I have also my normal setups at the moment. Oh, I wondered why it's a wee bit hot. But I've got my Strider with the Bravo on top of that. Oh, I didn't say what I've got in my Rage.
Yeah, what have you in the Rage?
I've got Old Faithful.
Classic blue.
Classic blue from the Yorkshire Vapor. Which is their take on Heisenberg, and it is rather aniseedy.
It is quite aniseedy, but it is really, really nice. Good afternoon, Mr. Conway Valley Vapors. How are you, Philip?
Look at that, straight in with the public announcement messages.
Oh yes, please remember to live chat. Yes.
And
thank you, Philip.
In the Strider, I have got some of Rude Boy's Dessert Time Cream Donut.
Oh, that stuff's amazing.
It is rather lovely.
Yes. I have to admit now, these new flavours from Rude Boy I have been very, very impressed with. Very impressed. Look at that. Look at Saint doing his super spanner duties. Look at that.
Never mind the super spanner duties. Look at the bit he put before it. He's sticking up with his super niceness.
I know. You see, he's just grateful for the promotion. Isn't he so sweet now? It's sickening.
Yeah. Oh dear, oh dear.
Yes, we do love our Saint. He's our ever so friendly troll.
He's great.
Yeah. 5 more shows to go and that's him. He's given up on the niceness. Oh dear.
And we'll have Super Saint back.
Yay!
But yeah. So it's the start of the football season again.
Oh god.
Scottish Premiership's kicked off. You can call that football. Charity Shield today, I think.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of posts from the SPL. So. And
a lot of the Charity Shield today with 2 unknown teams. Don't know who they are. Never heard of them. But then the real stuff starts next week. It's getting earlier every
yeah. But then, have you noticed it finishes earlier every year too?
Does it?
Yeah.
Killy won. Do you happy then, Saint? Killy
Yay!
Won. And then
that's why he's being nice. He's in a good mood.
In 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks' time, we won't be sitting here.
No, because we will be in Manchester.
Yes. For the lifestyle. My attention is split between you guys and the Community Shield match. See, I knew that would happen. That we'd have loved.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of ones watching the football. Yeah, but more importantly, BSB's on Eurosport. I have it on at the minute, so if I seem a little bit distracted, it's because there's 2-word action on TV. Yay! And not only that, Ulster Grand Prix Bike Week starts tomorrow.
They're very slow this year, because on Friday. They hadn't any of the 2 stands built. Oh
yeah, they'll knock those up to probably. Those will be up before Wednesday. They have to be.
Yeah, but it's just so strange because last year they were built the week before.
Is Leithamstown one not up yet?
Nope. Well, no, I don't know Leithamstown.
What about Dawson's Bend? Is that up yet?
The 2 it's the one at Quarterlands. I normally see it and the Hairpin.
And they're still not up?
No.
Oh. Well, they're maybe not going to bother putting them up then because they would normally be up by now.
Yeah, TV gantries are up though.
Hiya, John. How are you, John? Hey, Jude.
Hi, John. Hey, Jude. Just clocked over 1,000 miles in 12 weeks on my mountain bike today.
Nice one, William.
Blimmin' heck, William. You'll
Nice
have
one.
size on you the size of tree trunks.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, yeah. Good lord.
It's only Chelsea versus the only team in Manchester. Which is quite
City.
true, Saint. That is very, very true, though. Because Manchester United aren't from Manchester, they're from Salford.
Yeah. Well, kick-off isn't until
3:20.
20 minutes undivided attention. That'll do. If we've got for 20 minutes, David, it's better than fickle, son. So.
But don't forget,
yeah.
David, at around 3:30, we have got Swish from IVG coming on. So it's your chance to speak to the IVG guys. He's broadcasting from his office. He's only back from Copenhagen, so we can get him to tell him about that.
Yeah, I'd like you know, I think the T-shirt you're wearing is maybe a bit of a giveaway that there's a whole IVG thing going on today, babe. Oh, look at you. Shameless plugging.
Yeah. Got this one. Picked this up at Expo. It's a really comfortable T-shirt to wear.
Yeah, I have to admit I've got one as well, but mine's in the wash. So,
not that
but
I
yeah,
never
it's a
review
lovely shirt.
IVG stuff. That's a different matter. At the end of the day, it's a UK company.
Yeah.
And I had been researching a wee bit into the company for whenever, because of today's show and everything else. It's been arranged now for a couple of weeks. The same way we got
WGD. Yeah.
Through Instagram.
Dwayne's a lovely guy.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a lovely guy. Thoroughly enjoyed that show on Wednesday night with Dwayne.
I did, and if anybody missed it, they can look it back.
Yeah, the replay's available, folks. So give it a watch, give it a thumbs up.
But Saint, you love those. I've just killed my mouse.
Well done. You let the cat in again.
I literally have killed my mouse. Oh, no, it's working now. So, what's everybody in the world of chat? What are you vaping on today? Don't be shy.
Yeah. Tell us.
We like to know.
Yes.
Any new juices out there? Tried any new juices or tried any new mods or
new tanks, new drippers, new anything really.
Right, I had a couple of stories we wanted to talk about.
Oh God, don't tell me you had the content word.
Yeah.
Shock horror. Didn't you know that's a swear word these days? Hiya, Belle.
Is Demolition 1 in?
Yes, Demolition 1 is in.
Yeah, it's an American story, unfortunately, folks. But
Saint is on the pods box with the Aquitas and fuck knows. He's got the Rage and the Recurve with just Jam Original, the Breeze 2 with the Biz. Ooh.
Oh,
sounds like a good wee setup you've got there, mate.
Hiya, Bill. Sainty, have you upgraded the software yet on your Rage? He's waiting to come back on that. Yeah, the story that it's because even though it's American, you'll understand why. That's what I picked up on it. The start of the story goes, another study based on the FDA-funded population assessment of tobacco and health, so PASS, carried out to evaluate the efficiency of e-cigarettes and pharmaceutical cessation aids for smoking cessation, indicated once again that e-cigarettes are smokers' preferred cessation aids. E-cigarettes produced the best results, with 540,000 managing to quit successfully, while nicotine replacement therapy and prescription drugs combined helped 354,000 people.
Well, I think those figures speak for themselves then, don't they? So, you know, why in all honour of sanity is America so determined to make out like they're worse for you?
Yeah. You know,
And I
when you're
think,
talking about when you're talking about those sort of numbers, 354,000 as opposed to 540,000 versus 354,000. Those sort of numbers alone. Oh, hang on. William has got the drag with the leaky Vapor SO tank. I think I'm going to change the Amit dual again tonight. CJ Vapes Grape White as per usual. That CJ Vapes Grape White is lovely.
do you know that's one of theirs that I've not tried? I did try one of theirs a little while ago. It was their take on a After 8 mint, which was really nice. But yeah, a lot of the CJ Vapes flavors are really, really good, I have to say. And David, we're not getting drawn into that went on Thursday night, because that was nothing to do with this channel or us. So we're not getting drawn into that one. We're staying well out of it.
Exactly. I don't.
But how was the Iron Maiden gig? I hope you enjoyed it. It seemed quite a few people were at it, and
loads of ones at my work went to it. And David, what was your opinion on Killswitch? I'd be interested to hear that, because I know that
I love Killswitch and Gage. They're a great band.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 out of my office went to it, and they were disappointed by Killswitch.
Yeah, I've heard a few people say that.
But they said Maiden was great. Did a Spitfire and everything that flew onto the stage and went left and right. I know that Liam put a video up of it. Fair enough. Didn't think many would, but I had to say something. Like them all, by the way.
Yeah, well, David, we're the same. We're friends with everybody, so we don't want to get drawn into arguments that have nothing whatsoever to do with us. It's up to them to sort out. We're not. That's all we're saying on the matter. And hi, Ross.
Hiya, Ross. Is that better now? Yeah, I know VCR personally. I have met Chris personally, and I have met Mark and Vic. And what happens between them is between them. I'm staying well out of it.
I will say though, hopefully the guys will be able to sort something out and, you know, put it all behind them and move on from it. Because yeah, there's more than enough drama floating around in the vape world at the minute. We really don't need any more.
Yeah, and we don't want to bring any drama on here.
No.
Maiden was epic as hell. Didn't see. Sat
in the Heineken Lounge.
Tom Hayden came out. Good lad. Good Ross. I've got the clock straight for you. Happy days. But yeah, I need to speak to Aaron and Craig, because I think we're going to go up and do a live show from Rude Boy East Belfast.
Yeah. That would be good, because I have to admit, whenever we did the live from Bangor, it was a thoroughly enjoyable show. It was a really good day as well, so yeah, it would be nice to go and do it again.
Don't know many Killswitch songs, to be fair, but wasn't all that keen on.
Hi Zan, how are you, honey bun? Hope you're feeling better. Poor Zan has had the man flu, so hope you're feeling better.
Scott works mainly. Yeah, Ross, I do know that. I know that Scott works mainly it, but for whatever reason, Aaron wants Craig on cam. Aaron won't do it himself, but he nominated Craig to do it. I'm sure you can make it. You'll be able to make an appearance, Ross.
Yeah. I wish Aaron would go on cam, because he's such a good laugh, and he's just an all round real nice guy, very genuine, very generous as well. You know, so.
My condolences.
Yes, that's right. It was John's birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, John.
Right, time to kill the internet.
Oh, please don't sing.
Birthday
Oh, good God.
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear John. Happy birthday to you. And as the internet dies all over the world.
And my ears are bleeding. Oh, Xan. Yeah, Roy, shut up. You're making him worse, for God's sake. Poor Creator's got man flu. Don't torture him.
Yes, there we go. Craig and his other half, Sarah, on their birth of their baby son, CJ.
Oh, congratulations, Craig and Sarah.
Yep, congratulations to them both. And the pictures are absolutely fantastic. And it's a bonny little baby. I have to say though, it's not like the normal newborn babies that have got these scrunched up faces and everybody goes, "Oh, isn't that so cute?" And you're thinking, no, looks like a cabbage.
Oh, that's not nice.
But it's true though. Oh God!
And Shane thinks his niceness is going to stop.
So if I sing more, your niceness will stop, Saint.
Please don't. No, please don't. No. No, because Sam's not well. You'll only make him worse.
Okay. I'm sure Mrs. Ann, Gaily Bops will be there somewhere too. So hi to Gaily Bops.
Hi, Gail babes.
Yeah, so Swish will be making his way from his home to his office.
Yay.
And I say I've only seen Swish on camera once. I sort of caught a bit of they'd gone live yesterday. Friday, around 4ish. But because I was at work, I missed it. So I just seen a bit of it on YouTube. And I think there's going to be a laugh or a giggle or two. So.
Well, I've never met the person, so I have no idea what to expect. So. When's the translator turning up? Jesus, Jay, how are you? That's a nice welcome. Hey, big guns.
Hi, Jay. Hi, BG, lover boy. Hello, everyone. Just stopped in to say hi. You all be good, if not be good at it. Big guns.
I'm refraining from comment.
Jay, how the hell are you? I see you've got your. I see you have a green screen now. Isn't it got a green screen?
Yes, he has a green screen now.
3 Zan. Quickly
Typo.
Oh, good. All good. Matt, yourself.
I guess meant to be mate. He's put the space in too early.
Yourself. Yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Were you on the magic juice last night?
I think he's probably knackered. He's been at work all week.
We could do a Dino. We could do a Dino and go. This
Sponsored by.
Is sponsored by Advocacy.
And yeah, we're not doing Poetry Corner. Hello, those poems, I do not know where the hell Dino gets half of those from, but those are hilarious.
I don't know where he gets them from either. We could do Singing Corner.
No! No.
But yeah, it's I don't know. There's sometimes whenever I watch that show and I want to sort of step into the mind of Dino, and then I go,
no, maybe you don't.
No, I don't.
Yeah. Yeah, Dino is a lovely, lovely guy, but he's a bit twisted. Yeah, some of them are lyrics to songs. Oh, good lord. Oh. Alright, Zan, honey, you take it easy. I'll speak to you later, sweetheart.
Okay, so my next article, which I have got a little bit of issue with, And it comes from the Vaping Post.
Hey, Smurf. See, there's
Hi.
Demolition Man number 2 in.
Yep, we've got both demolition experts in.
Oh, yeah.
The headline for this article goes, latest CDC data indicate that vaping rates are still declining.
Declining.
Yeah.
Really?
This is the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. But every other bit, the graph they show and everything else, goes smoking rates are declining. Current cigarette smoking amongst US school students and lowest in 24 years. Down to 10.8%. But it's all to do with smoking. And it also, a similar drop has also been observed in relation to vaping, indicating that vaping is actually on the decline, with 3.2% of US adults using e-cigarettes in 2016, down from 3.4 in 2015 and 3.7 in 2014. So vaping in the US is in decline.
Well, it's kind of understandable considering so many states now are like pretty much banning everything. You know, they're making it harder and harder for people to get the vape supplies that they need. So a lot of them are just thinking to themselves, well, why the hell bother? You know, because they're fine and dandy as long as they continue to smoke, but no, heaven forbid they actually want to do something to prolong their lives.
Exactly. A lot of vapers quit after getting off the stinkies. This is not news.
Yeah, granted, Bill, I'm sure there probably are, but at the same time, the US government should back off. The US government needs to back off because, you know, they go on and on and on all the time about their rights as citizens. Well, the government banning flavours, banning vaping, banning this, banning that, banning the other is taking American people's rights away from them. And they don't seem to be doing very much to defend their rights as such. You know, they seem to be more than happy to sit back and let it happen instead of fighting against it. You know? That's just my take on it. You know, I think, you know, I could potentially be 100% wrong, but that's just how I see it, is that, you know, people's right to vape is slowly being stripped away from them, and, you know, there's not enough, in my opinion, being done to combat it.
Which I totally agree on.
I was wondering for a minute there, because you went deathly silent, and I thought maybe I'd said the wrong thing.
No. No. Definitely not. But you know where I stand, you know, when it comes to age limits and everything else on vaping, I don't agree with it.
Well, at the end of the day, kids are resourceful little cretins, and they've always been able to get their hands on cigarettes, so they will find a way to get their hands on vape gear, regardless of age restrictions.
If this latest bill goes through the USA, vaping will be completely
Rhubarb within a year. Yeah, exactly, Bill.
ban the ban. Why do we listen to these arseholes? Vote them out.
Exactly, William. That's what people need to do, and that's exactly what people are not doing. They're sitting back and letting this idiocy take over.
And you know, it's true what they say though. Money speaks.
Yeah, of course it does.
If the UK is reckoning 16 billion a year from taxes and smoking, what's the US?
Hiya, biscuit.
Hiya, biscuit. Fanfare. The team has arrived. Everyone can calm down now. The talent has arrived.
Yeah, Steve, Dave, I've been here since 2:30, love. So you know you're a bit late on that one.
That's one half the talent. The other half the talent's here at 3:30. But
How you train?
train Sonic. Governments
Yes.
are here to control us. They have the guns, right? Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Is this the thing Aries was talking about last night?
Yeah, the whole CDC thing, yeah.
So,
No, it's absolutely scandalous. So it is. Governments all over the world demand that people live healthier lifestyles to reduce the strain on health services. And then when we smokers find an alternative that is prolonging our lives, which is helping us to live a healthier lifestyle, then what do? Ban it, because they can't make money off it. You know, there's no profit to be made from people getting well. There's no profit to be made from people being healthy. And that's why they're trying to ban vaping, because they're not making money out of us being sick and having to pay for medical services. That's what it all boils down to at the end of the day, cold hard cash. You know, there's not one person in government actually gives a shit about you or about your life or about your health conditions. You know, the only thing they worry about is where the money's coming from to pay for their second and third homes. You know.
okay, why didn't that tweet out? Where is it being banned? In America, Biscuit. We think in the UK we're getting it hard with the TPD regulations, but it's not a kick in the ass to what's happening out in most places. Shops as we know them, at the minute, you walk in there, you've got the likes of Rib Boy and Titanic and Andromeda and everything else, with their hundreds of different flavours. Do you want to be stuck with tobacco or menthol?
No.
I know I can't. Yes, I'm a bit of a hypocrite here, because in my Vladen, it's a menthol tobacco. But that's, to me, is just a little vape when I'm not vaping, where I'm not meant to be vaping, and just to get a wee quick hit shot of
a wee neck shot, yeah.
So it's there. Sorry, bloody customers. Jeez, what do you think this place is? The shop? Oh, so Jay's on work too.
You at work as well? Jesus, Jay. You haven't had a day off this week, dude. San Francisco even banned menthol because it was deemed as being a flavour.
Oh, for God's sake. Mm-hmm. The great transfer of vaping from a tobacco product to a pharmaceutical product, which will kill vaping in the USA. They can never stop the DIY flavours, though. They can try. Yep.
Yeah, no, he's at work and no, he hasn't had a day off. Poor sod.
But, it's sad when you think about it that one of the recent petitions wanting people to sign, it seemed to me, and after speaking to a few in the US as well, that the UK and Europe did more to promote that petition than was been done in the USA.
Yeah, I think they actually got more signatures from the UK than they did in the States as well.
How hard is it to get 100,000 signatures from millions? Let them try and take my... I'd love to see that, William. Honestly, I'd love to see
that I'd pay to see. I would start selling front row seat tickets for that one. In the blue corner, we have William Murphy.
The FDA recently banned sale of concentrated caffeine. Nicotine could be next. Think of the children. Yeah, we're on children first. But yeah, I used to work for a pharmaceutical company in the UK, and we were going for FDA approval. And see the rings you had to jump through and the hoops you had to go through, and the amount of paperwork for absolutely every single thing, and every single thing had to be traced back to the source of origin and everything else. Great, molten plastic flavouring. Jay, I can honestly say though the CJ Vapes one isn't.
No, it's Jay. We'll have to make arrangements to get a bottle of that and send it over to Jay, because I think Jay will be pleasantly surprised by it.
And Jay, Gummy Dude Grape.
I don't think Jay ever tried it.
Did he not?
No.
Well, if Alex is if the expo next year is at the end of May and Alex can make it, well, and Jay's there, we'll get him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, William, totally agree. It is a really juicy white grape. It really is.
It is absolutely gorgeous. It's really, really good. From what I hear, that particular one I've not tried, but everybody that I know that has tried it swears by it. So.
Just trying to get this. For some reason, YouTube did not post the post of when we went live onto Twitter, which I'm not happy about.
Jay says he's tried lots of great flavours and they all remind him of the cheap drinks you used to get as a child with the twist tops. Haha, showing his age. Yeah, you're an old fart, Jay.
I'm older than Jay, shush.
Biscuit, no, I haven't used any grape concentrates because I'm a lazy bitch. I don't make my own.
There we go. That's it into Twitter. And why are you collecting megs? Why do
Keep dreaming, Jay, keep dreaming.
in a what?
In a wearer.
Yeah, 2 grapes. I'm going to sneeze.
Yeah. Yeah, get ready. This will be a 20-minute epic.
I hope not. 2 grapes I like. I really do like is the Gummy Dude grape, and I also like that CJ Vapes grape. I was going to ask if they found a recipe that works. But saying that, most of the grape concentration. Well, I know that it took Alex from Gummy Dude 18 months to perfect his grape soda. And
he has got more than one grape concentrate in that, though.
There's 6 grape concentrates and other flavours that he won't even tell me what they are. But they're just there to enhance the grape.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what.
And David A has yet to find a really nice standout grape flavour.
David, Gummy Dude grape. I will keep repeating that and repeating that, but Gummy Dude grape soda.
Another one that I found really nice as well was the Vape Cocktails one, the purple watermelon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a watermelon and grape, which was very, very nice, I have to say. I was well impressed with that one. And Higgy's Purple Tears is nice as well. And Train Sonic's just telling us there is a noted episode on grape flavourings on the DIY or Die channel on YouTube. So, yeah, anybody that's interested in grape flavourings, by all means, go and check them out.
That baby.
Oh, that's just liquid porn.
Look at the colour of that.
Wow, that's well staked. Yeehaw. Saint says grapes are good to eat and good to toss at people if you get bored. It depends on who you're tossing them at, Saint, because I wouldn't waste a good grape on some folk.
And Bill, let me guess. Is it watermelon? Watermelon kiwi? white gummy wasn't bad. Tasted like the white golden bears from the Haribo bear favourite, I think.
Oh no, Jay, that's a different gummy. That's a different gummy entirely. Oh, you use apples in those cases? Yeah, Saint, I prefer golf balls. They hurt more.
I was going to say, apart from whenever Saint's throwing things at me, it's normally a house, a car, a bus. So yeah, Bill does quite like his kiwi.
Moku vapes. Is that the gummy one you were talking about, Jay? I'll have to keep an eye out for those.
Moku. Never heard of them. So, yeah. No comment being nice, but I'm keeping
a note. He's storing all this up. He's sitting there with a notepad. He's storing all this up so that he can hit you with it all.
The first show back after his niceness has ended, it's going to be extremely interesting.
I think that one we should just call the Roast of Roy.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Roast of Roy on Sunday Vape Lounge.
That'll have to be a Wednesday night show. I think Saint should come on camera for that. I think we should have Saint on show for that roasting. So I can give him as good as he gets. If ever hit in the back with a hurley ball on a cold, wet day, I'd rather stand on Lego.
Stand on Lego for an hour, yeah. I've not been hit with a hurley ball. I was hit with a hurley bat. Does that count?
I've been hit with both. Because I used to do a thing for charity, which was the first half was rugby. You don't want me on cam? Yeah, we do, Saint.
Yeah, we do, Saint.
Who's eating roast Roy? Saint will be. But yeah, the first half of the match was rugby, and the second half of the match was Gaelic football, which was bad enough. So then we done that for about 2.5 years, and then we moved on to. They tried to introduce me to hurling, so I went to a practice. And no. All I can say, anybody that plays hurling has to be out of their mind. William, you out of your mind? Had a good
smack in the thigh, sore spec. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hurling sticks, and the ones with, especially with the metal bit at the tip of it.
Hurt. And Biscuit, there's one thing that hurts more than standing on Lego. Standing on a discarded piece of canthal that has shot off whenever you've been snipping the legs of your coils. That fucking hurts. Oh yes, Saint, standing on a plug. Yes, I've done that. I fell on a plug one night too. That left a nice hole in my leg.
Ow.
Yeah.
I got hit with a cricket ball there whenever it was my school teacher playing cricket.
Football to the face.
And he hit me there right in the chin. I've still got a wee chip out of my jawbone where he hit me with the ball.
Ouch.
And that hurt.
Yeah, hairbrush is a get too, Jay. Yeah.
That hairbrush is not too bad.
Bad enough.
Compared to Lego and a plug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A football to the face is really painful as well.
Folks, don't forget to get your questions ready for Swish.
Mr. Swish.
As I say, from what I've seen of him on lives previously, he does seem to get a good laugh. He can take a joke, And I have warned them that you lot out there are slightly on the
Brutal.
ranged side.
Brutal. Brutal is the word you're looking for in this case, I think.
So I have pre-warned them in that respect. And that's also why we've got the I walk on fire every 3 months. Walking on fire is not actually too bad, because if it's the coal sort of black and it's it's coated and all the heat's in the inside, and you just walk straight across, you can just do mind over matter to get across it. My friend over the road jumped off the kitchen counter barefoot onto a plug, cut tendon hanging out of hole.
Ouch. Why are you whistling innocently, Steve Dave?
Standing on a hairbrush is a piece of piss unless it's the dog's.
Oh yeah, the wire ones with the spikes on them. Yeah, the detangling brush. I have one of those for my dog. It's got the metal spikes on one side and the soft bristles on the other. And if I lift that, he runs. He hates it. Absolutely hates it.
I really must send Saint through a list of all the commands. Sainty, I'll get that done.
Yeah, because he's put IVC in and it should be IVG.
No, but IVC is because Shane, Irish Vape channel. And they haven't got IV.
Yeah, that's it. Well done, Saint.
And the other one, if any of these are on Instagram, that's the guy. IVG Swish. Yeah, I'm quite looking forward to hear how Copenhagen was, because some of the pictures that I saw from the expo at Copenhagen looked quite good.
I've not seen any.
I've seen a few. Nah, there's only one command that matters.
Yeah, Bill's one.
Shameless plug. Shameless plug, Bill.
I have to say, I saw a few photos of some of Bill's coils a couple of days back, and I have to say, they look awesome.
Yes.
There was one that I saw, I think it was Instagram I saw it on, and the colouring that has gone through it, absolutely beautiful, beautiful picture.
Yes, Saint, I did say that. I'll get them sent across to you. Oh, Swish, I thought we were going to see someone play the Nintendo Switch today.
No,
Switch,
Steve Dave,
Swish.
mumbling's your department.
Hang on. This is for Steve Dave.
Mumble.
There you go, Steve. Are you up to date now?
Yeah.
But, what I was about to say something, I just lost track of what I was going to say. I finally got a command, took some time. What?
Hmm?
I think Bonnie's talking about the quad coiled dead rabbit pigs.
Yeah, I think that was the one.
I saw Sloanster's pictures though. She put pictures up, hadn't she? With 4 stainless steel fused claptons.
Yep.
These coils look really good, don't they?
They're in the post. Bill messaged me the other day and told me they're in the post.
Why did he message you to tell you they're in the post?
Because he said it on a live show. And I was in the chat in the live show, so he said. So. I was watching Trench's Funny Farm morning edition on Friday morning.
Ah, right. I haven't seen them in ages. I haven't actually watched the Trenches show since the auction.
Yeah, you see? There, he's telling you now they're on the way.
And what should I put them in, Bill? What do you reckon? What do you reckon I should put them in? The Mirage?
Mumble, mumble, mumble.
I must do something. Where's my bot? Okay. Let's see if this works. Oh. Shit. That didn't work. VH, you already have a thingamajig command.
The biggest RDA you have, and plus he threw in extra for your recurve.
I don't have a recurve.
Bill doesn't. No, Roy doesn't have a recurve. Bill.
Don't have a recurve. The biggest RDA. Yeah. I do VH. And then do VH1.
I love to go a mumbling all the way.
Oh, it said it really exists. There was one. Oh, it's overwrote it. Oh dear. Would it fit in that, Bill? No. No, not got one. Overground, underground, mumbling free. The mumbles of Wimbledon are coming away. I was thinking more, I love to go a mumbling.
Cool. Sing it again.
Yeah. Oh dear, oh dear. Overground, underground, shuffling our way.
No, that's big, isn't it? Considering he's the shuffler.
Yeah. There, Bill. Would that fit? Do you think you'll fit in there? Alexa.
Is your I was just going to ask, is Alexa kicking off?
Why is Alexa telling me the time? So, Bill. Oh yeah, that prototype, the Lazy Man Squonker. Have you seen it?
Yes, and I'm not impressed. I don't like it.
It's bloody huge. I like their pod system though. They've got a new pod system, but going by Guy's sort of posts, I don't know. It said AA. J. It will break. The pump will screw up.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, because it's meant to be a self-squonking flipping thing. It's like, what a gimmick. Yeah.
I would have said your Bonza, but it's really bad for heat soak.
They'd be alright in the drop, maybe.
No, it's not actually that big. The drop, the loop. Hey, mumble mumble Italiano.
Yeah.
The
God
bond
knows.
doesn't like high mass coils. What are they, Bill, anyway? I needed a translation. Hi, Sloanster!
How you slowing?
How the heck are you, my girl? Yeah. Thanks, Slobo, enjoyed being out with us last night.
Yeah, I think she would have. Would have played a good night last night.
Right, that's sweet.
Oh, they're 8-ply framed staples. They will ohm out to 0.7 on dual coil, or 0.07 on dual coils.
Oh, Jesus.
Whoa!
So that means this handles 0.8.
0.08.
0.08.
Yeah. Well, those would be 0.07.
I know. I'm trying to think what I've got that can put in. Plus, I sent you a pair of my Meg tri-cores for each. Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Bill.
Bill, you trying to kill him? That means it's definitely going in that.
Yeah.
Definitely have to go into the Mirage, Bill. Which is actually quite good timing because I'm going to break out the Mirage again for my reviews instead of the V-God. The Make Trico ones are nice calls. Yeah, that's the ones that you put up, Stone, wasn't it? You had the picture of them put up on Facebook. You're very quiet today, Bunny.
Yeah, sorry, my Twitter's going nuts. Because of the BSB.
Alright. Who won the first race?
Leon Haslam. It was a bloody good race too. It was fairly tight. There was a few fall offs. No major injuries, but yeah, a few fall offs.
Yeah, and it was Sloan's that I saw. They did look tidy, Bill. So how long does it take you then to make these tri-cores and the 8-ply frame staples? Yeah, 0.5. I think the Homeboy does fire down to 0.5.
Yeah, doesn't the G-Box fire down quite low as well, so...
I'll just stick them into the...
Yeah. Yeah, well, Bill said that you said you had the mod that fires down to 0.05, and Saint comes back with, yes, but it is Roy we're talking about.
Welcome back, Saint. Oh, hang on. Here we go.
So it takes about 20 minutes to make the tri-cores and 30 to 40 minutes for the frame staples.
So, imminent. No, I was being nice there.
That's for a pack, not per coil. That's not bad then.
How many's in a pack?
2, probably.
Laugh out loud saying I believe these thousands wouldn't.
Yeah.
Sorry folks, I'm sort of distracted by Instagram at the moment. Trying to find out. He's added me onto VC, but it doesn't show on mine until he calls me, and he's given him 2 minutes. Frame staples 4 and tri-cores 6, both £10 and £3 delivery.
That's not bad, though.
Also, I'm allowed to have a little breakdown every now and again. That's actually not bad, Bill. Good, it's good pricing. So you're getting 4
or 6 for a tenner. Well, £13 really when you count the delivery. So yeah, that's not bad.
Hello.
How you doing, Roy? You alright?
Not so bad, sir. How are you?
I'm alright, thank you very much, buddy. Hey, repping the t-shirt. That's what we like to see.
Right, I'm just going to get you out onto the screen. Oh, I see you figured out how you've got the name on VC sorted anyway.
Yeah, I thought I'd quickly change it.
I'll stick you in the middle. So, how was Copenhagen?
Copenhagen was very hot. If I was to say one thing, I believe it is the hottest it's been in that country for the last 10 years or something. So because they're not used to it, nowhere had air conditioning or anything like that. So the expo hall must have been hitting plus 30 degrees. And there was no air conditioning. It was just windows open. Everyone was sweating buckets. But it was still a really good show. The crowd there is obviously the first show to happen in Denmark, so the crowd there wasn't really sure what was going on or exactly how to react to things. But in terms of the show, it was a very good show. I think we came away with the best menthol for our Kiwi Cool, which was good, which is best in show there in Denmark, so we was all chuffed with that. And it was nice to sort of meet a lot of the retailers and the things that stock us across sort of Denmark. It was a good experience.
Awesome. Just before we go any further, folks, just like to introduce you to Swish from IVG. I'm sure there's not many of you out there who haven't heard of the brand IVG. And you've probably seen me rocking this a few times since Expo. Because they're absolutely fantastic material. So,
they're lovely shirts, aren't they? They're very lovely.
They are. But for any of you who don't know about IVG, which I'm sure there's not very many of you, they've been on the go since 2016?
Yes, we've been going just, I wouldn't say that, it's roughly about a year and a half now.
And in that year and a half, they're in 60 countries.
Yes, I think we're hitting about 72 now.
Oh, gold.
Yes, we're constantly.
Shows you how bad my research is then. I've got you in 60 countries across 5 continents.
Yes. It's recently grown. We've had quite a lot of new countries coming on board, which is always good. We're always striving to sort of get into the next place and the next goal for us. We all work very hard actually in the office to sort of make sure we can spread the word and grow the family as it will be. How
many of you work in the office?
I think there is 23 of us in the actual office at the moment. That's across sort of marketing and sales and accounts as well.
And Swish, let me introduce you to my co-host, who is Vapor Bunny.
Hi, everybody. How are you doing? You all right?
Yeah, good, thank you. How are you?
Good, I'm all right. Thank you very much. It's lovely weather for a Sunday afternoon, so I can't complain.
Yeah, well, I don't see much of it sat in here, but, you know.
No.
We've got clouds. I love
Have you got
the
clouds?
I love the sparkly bit behind you. I recognise that
Thank
from
you.
some of the videos.
No, you see the next one of you buggers out there that slabbers at me for having lights up when it's not Christmas. Swear to God, kick your ass. See, I keep these up.
Nice.
These are up all year round, and everybody just assumes that they're Christmas lights.
Well, they were
It's nice.
originally.
It's calming. It's calming. You don't have to have the big light on. You can just have your fairy lights on.
Yeah, I like it. I like different lamps and things. You know, I've got lava lamps, I've got fiber optic lamps, I've got one of those like, water vortex ones over there as well.
Oh wow, yeah, they're cool.
But
Yeah, see, mine aren't Christmas lights either. I didn't buy my lights at Christmas. They are not Christmas lights. They are fairy lights. There's a difference.
and Super
Buggers.
Spanner's not living up to his. He's not.
No, well, he did say he was going to be nice to you for a month. He didn't say bugger all about being nice to me. So
Yeah, but he's not putting in the spam. He's not putting in the links to the social media.
yeah. Stop insulting me and do your job, man.
But you know, the one thing that I've noticed, because I haven't personally been to that many expos, but at the expos that I have been to, IVG's presence has been quite big. You know,
Yes,
they go out.
It's nice to see, to be honest. I would say we sort of get pleasantly surprised every show we go to as well. But bearing in mind, our team, our expo team, we all work very hard. We've all shared that sort of love for vape as it would be for us. It's not about having this big conglomerate company and sort of taking over the world as it would be. We're all just wanting to share the love of vape. So when we get to go to these shows and you get to meet people face to face, like it sort of gets the whole team excited as it would be. We're all probably more excited than everyone that comes to the show because we finally get to meet everyone that's vaping the product, see them face to face. And you sort of get to see a lot of the hard work in the office that we do. You sort of see it come out at the expos and the shows when you see all these people turning up and going, "Oh, IVG, we love you guys, we love this flavour." So it's quite rewarding actually for us more than it is anything.
But that does come across at your stands, because you get some of the stands at Expo that have employed models.
Yes.
to stand and give away the stuff, and then you ask them a question about either the juice or you ask them a question about whatever it is, and they're like, "I don't know." Whereas with you guys, because it sticks in my mind, 'cause it was the very first big expo I went to in Birmingham in October last year, and one of the guys, I think he was the sales director. I've got his card.
Yes, maybe. Yeah, it might be Vape.
Yeah.
A big tall guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He basically grabbed me by the hand and took me down the range.
No way. yeah, it sounds like him. It sounds like him.
But his enthusiasm just came across, and you know, to me, that's one of the things that stuck out in my mind. But I will be 100% honest. I vaped at that time. I wasn't. There was quite a few of them I wasn't so keen on because I did think there was a little bit of a. Sorry, it just seen Teresa's comment.
That's not Teresa. Steve Dave has hijacked Teresa's account.
I know. I just thought there was a little bit
I'm telling.
a chemical overtone to a couple of the ranges, but since then you have increased the range, and I understand you've changed some of the flavours as well.
Yes, so probably since last show you've been to, the range has probably been changed quite dramatically in some senses. You know, we've took some flavours out of some ranges, we've added some new flavours in, and we've also looked at sort of reworking a few of the recipes that we had already based on the feedback that we'd got from all these shows and things. It's a very long process, as you could imagine, from sort of getting a flavour, even from nothing to market as it would be. But to rework a flavor is probably an even longer process, especially if there's a flavor you already like. But obviously you've had a lot of feedback that there's maybe a bit too much of this or a bit too much of that. It's difficult to sort of judge based not only on your own taste, if you know what I mean, to sit there and go, well, I like it, but is it going to be nice for X or Y, or people that vape this or people that vape that? That's why we have sort of such a big range as it would be, because we want to be able to sort of cater to every vapor. We want a flavor that, even if you're only into, fruit flavors, or even if you're only into a strong menthols, or if you like a light menthol, we try and have sort of one of them flavors for every vapor as it would be.
So while we're talking about vaping, we'll have to ask you the standard question that everybody gets asked when they come on. What are you vaping?
What am I vaping at the moment? I am vaping Spearmint Millions, actually. It's a bit like spearmint bubblegum. It's very nice. It's quite a fresh flavour.
And what device
you have my attention, because I like bubblegum vapes, and I also like spearmint, so yeah, that could be the perfect combo.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. It's so nice to vape throughout the day, because it's not like a cakey vape. You just keeps your mouth feeling fresh, like chewing gum or something. So it's quite nice. I'm on the Revenger X, and I've got a Smock TF baby tank.
Ooh.
What are your thoughts on smoke tanks?
What are my thoughts on smoke tanks? Oh.
You can be honest here, because my views on smoke tanks are very publicly known. I think the tanks themselves are fantastic, but their coils are shit because they do not last. But
yes,
with the introduction of the mesh coil to smoke, I know you got the lighty uppy one as well. Oh
yeah. I get all these from the shows that I go to.
Yeah, but no, since smoke have introduced the mesh coils now, the coil life is a lot longer.
Yes, the newer coils are better.
On average, I was maybe getting a day and a half out of a smoke coil.
Yeah, I'm the same. I vape a lot, so
not long enough. Whereas I use the Falcon, and I'm getting 5 weeks out of a coil in the Falcon.
Ah, yeah. But I find that there's a lot of variation of coils out there. I think Smock, as it goes, they're your bog standard, like straight down the road. It's going to give you 50% of everything, and it's a nice balanced coil. But then you've got all these other coils that are a bit more expensive, but they will last you longer, a hell of a lot longer.
Actually, no, because the Falcon coils are cheaper to buy than.
Are they really? Than the Smock ones?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Interesting.
They are over this side of the pond. I'm not sure what they're like in England, but
right.
Over here, the average price of a smoke coil can range anything from £4.50 to £7.50. Whereas
really?
over here,
wow.
Falcon coils £4 each, and you're getting 5 weeks out of one coil.
I think Smock sells for a bit cheaper over here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But it's one of those, I think. It depends what you vape like. You sort of just get attached, don't you? I switch tanks across all the time. I'm always switching mods, always switching tanks. I'll go every show I go to, I'll come back with a completely different setup, and I'll fall in love with it for about a month, and then I'll change the next month.
I won't show you my coffee table, because I could nearly open a vape shop with the amount of crap I have in here. I'm not kidding.
Yeah. I know that.
My Boy Rage.
Have you guys
RSQ.
tried the salt nicotine mods? I've not tried the IVG salts yet. No, I will hold the hands up. But
the meat pod, yeah.
Yeah, I have the Elements Nick salts in there.
Because they're not the Nick salts over here at the minute, or the IVG Nick salts over here, aren't readily available.
No, they're not out yet. But I was just going to say, what do you think of the whole sort of Nick salt, the Nick salt scene?
Love it.
I quite like it. Everyone that seems to get one seems to really enjoy it, don't they? It's a difference to your sub-ohm, isn't it?
The Nick salt, it's great for that, like, instant nicotine hit, like first thing in the morning, or if you're traveling when you're not allowed to, vape on public transport or anything like that. When if you've got one of these hanging around your neck, you can have that instant blast then when you get off the bus or off the train or plane,
yes.
or whatever your means of travel is. You know, so you've got this to fall back on, and it's good for that. For me, I couldn't sit and vape Nick salts all day because I'd probably end up with a nicotine overdose. But yeah, it is good for that first thing in the morning, just out of bed, waking up, you know, to have your first coffee of the day. Yeah, it's good.
Just before we forget, Saint's asked a question here, so we'll get that across. What made you get into making juice?
Good question. I started with IVG probably towards the sort of as it was first getting going. We already sort of had that love for vaping, as it would be. As everyone does it, you sort of pick it up as an alternative, and then it slowly becomes this ridiculous hobby that just takes over your life. And to be able to sort of work in it, I thought was a brilliant idea. It's something that we all enjoy and something that we all want to push really hard. So it was just sort of the perfect answer to it, as it would be to say, oh, why don't we just do it? We had sort of the skills between us to go for it.
Yeah, because you're the founder of it was a CEO at a law firm.
Hassan, yes, he is a very clever man. But even though he's a CEO of a law firm, his hobby was vaping. He loves vaping. He probably vapes more than anyone. I vape a lot, but that guy, he can vape.
Because he was at Expo in October last year as well.
Yeah.
Yes, he tries his best to go to as many shows as possible, which is quite a rarity, to be honest. But he likes to be involved, very much so. In the office, you can see the actual love for the brand come through from him.
Are you guys going to the Vapers Lifestyle in Manchester at the end of the month?
I'm not too sure. It's not 100% confirmed yet. I believe we are. I'm not. I wouldn't quote me on it. I know.
Fingers crossed, because we're going, so it would be good to meet you all.
Yeah, it would be good to see face to face. Yeah. I think it's something we're talking to them about at the moment. I think we have confirmed a booth with them, but I'll have to double check for you. Are we on there? Are we?
Yeah.
I haven't even seen the
we probably have then.
Yet,
yeah.
So...
yeah, we have so many shows going on. You wouldn't believe, it's ridiculous. Around the entire world.
I didn't even know Manchester was planning one. It was when we were at Vapor Expo this May past. Just as we were sort of getting ready to pack up to leave on the Sunday.
Yeah.
There was just, a young lad walking around handing out leaflets and saying, yeah, take one of these. Vape Expo in Manchester at the end of August. It'd be lovely to see you there. And he just wandered off and left us with this leaflet. So we did a bit of investigating and booked it. So yeah, we're coming across.
There was another one went around social media as well. It was basically they'd taken all the images from Vapor Expo and called it Manchester Expo or something like that, something very similar to the Vapor Expo or Vapor Expo Manchester. It was actually a fake account.
Yeah, it was a con.
It was a con.
Right.
And he got caught out, and then it all died. So we were a bit dubious about this Manchester Vapor Lifestyle one because of that. But I got in contact with Paul.
You're always a bit dubious of a first time show. You don't really know what the outcome is going to be, do you?
Yeah.
So it's one of those.
That's just the flyer that we get handed.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like a really good show. From what we've seen, there's a few big brands turning up there. And
look at all the list of things that's going to be there. Because it's not just a Vapor Expo. There's so many other different things there as well. There's award ceremonies. There's BMX displays, skateboarding, graffiti artists.
Yeah.
There's vape tricks and cloud competitions and stuff like that. There's live music. There's a tattoo artist. There's cocktail bars and things. There's a whole range of stuff really that'll please everybody, not just vapors.
Yes.
It is looking at everything that's going to be happening here. It is going to be an epic weekend, so I'm really looking forward to it.
So talking about expos. Now you're just back from the Copenhagen and everything else. Tell us what sort of planning goes into you going to an expo. what sort of things do you have to do before you go? How long do you start planning it? Especially when it's abroad like Copenhagen, and then the setup and everything else. What sort of things do you have to go through?
You would not believe the amount of work that goes into just one of them shows. Even so, to be able to pull it off, to go there and for nothing to go wrong and for everything to go out without a hitch. A lot of the sort of people that go to a lot of the shows, you know, we all hold a high respect for each other because we understand it's not, it's hard work, it's hard graft being on the other side of the counter. It's you know, it's a good experience and it's fun. It's, you know, we all enjoy ourselves. But at the same time, you know, there's a lot going on at one of the shows. It's a key event for us. You know, we get to meet all of you guys. We want to get across as much as possible in that sort of short 3-day period. And we want to give sort of everyone that comes to the stand the best experience possible. So we'll sit down and we'll have arguments. We'll have debates. We'll even fall out with each other sometimes over just little things that might change our show slightly, or the color of the carpet. We'll argue to all the way down to little things like that. So it on average, really, we're planning sort of six months in advance. We're looking for a show, if we can book it. But really, as soon as the booth's booked, we're planning for it already. You know, you've got to get all your stuff ready in terms of all your sort of all your promotional gear. You've got to make sure you get your whole sort of team and all your gear down to the country you're going to. Once you get there, you've got to set it all up, make sure everything's pristine, everything's looking nice, make sure everyone knows what they're doing for the next 3 days. And then from then on, it's down to when the show starts. Everything just, hopefully for us, it runs really smoothly, and it'll continue to do for as long as we can foresee Expo's coming up.
But, you know, that was the one at the Expo in May there at Birmingham. My sort of, the one thing that stood out about me for that was you guys at the front hall with the boxes and boxes and boxes of these t-shirts. And you know, over the side, you know, the doors over here, and it was down at this side, and one standing, you know, IVG, you know, you have to put it on. So it was everybody, the big scrum of everybody going over and sort of watching everybody out of the way to get these t-shirts. But it was the one bit of disappointment was the amount of people that didn't actually put the t-shirt on there and then.
Yes, it does happen, which is unfortunate. We try our best when we go there. A lot of the values behind what we do is to try and create this family, as it would be. And I feel like if for example, you're walking into an expo and you're an IVG t-shirt and there's a group of people you've never met before, but they're wearing one of the t-shirts as well, and you both end up at the same stand stood next to each other, you're probably more likely to spark off a conversation or just a little something to help you make connections between people and just sort of grow a family as it would be in Vape.
And another question again from Saint. He's come up with really good questions. So if anyone's not tried IVG juice before, what is the best fruit flavour, dessert, menthol flavour would you suggest? One of each.
Fruit, dessert and menthol. Right. Fruit, interesting.
Fruit, dessert, menthol. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So in terms of the fruits, that is a difficult question. It depends. If he's like a fresh fruity vape, I would recommend the sort of blue raspberry. If he likes something a bit more exotic with a bit of a twist, I would probably go for the summer blaze in terms of fruits. With the desserts, for your cakey vapes, it's either your jam roly-poly, which is a lovely sort of jam sponge, very, very popular at the moment. It's selling like wildfire. People are going crazy for it, so the jam roly-poly is very nice. Or the appleberry crumble, again, lovely vape. It's like a sort of biscuity, but you get the appleberry crumble's an odd one because it's a two-tone vape. So you, instead of just getting that sort of one note of flavour and it'll sort of last in your mouth, with the appleberry crumble you get a tone of really sweet berries straight away, and then it hits you after you exhale as a nice tone of biscuit on the exhale. So it's a very, very nice vape. And in terms of the menthols, if you want a menthol that's going to blow your head off, Blackberg. If you want a nice fruity menthol vape, it's Kiwi Cool.
You see, I have to be very meticulous. Menthols tend to give me a migraine, so I don't very often vape a menthol. It's very, very rare that you'll actually see me vaping anything menthol or ice, because it just develops a migraine rather quickly.
Yeah.
Here's a question for you, from me.
All right.
Because your descriptions there of those flavors was, you know, of what it was, like the apple berry one. I actually do quite like the sound of.
Yeah.
How in what way two flavors for you to describe the strawberry and cream macaroon and the lemon macaroon?
Right. Okay. Interesting. So, do you remember those little sweets you could get? They're like them circle sweets, and they're like pink and yellow, and they were strawberries and cream. Do you remember them?
Yeah.
Them hard-boiled sweets.
Yeah.
Imagine that softened slightly with like a sort of a fluffy biscuit.
Ooh.
That's the strawberries and cream macaron. Because it's sort of like a soft puff pastry biscuit with a filling. So you get a really nice strong hit of that strawberries and cream, and then you get sort of a biscuity aftertaste with it. The lemon's very similar, but with a sort of a lemon kick straight away.
Yeah, that sounds like my cup of tea.
It does. It's just because everybody else has sort of mentioned the other the well-known ones, but they also do, which is in some forms of people may love this, tobacco.
Yeah, we do have a tobacco line as well. Like I said, you've got to try and cater for everyone. And surprisingly, if you've never had a tobacco vape, I would recommend trying one. They're actually quite nice. I was pleasantly surprised.
Take care, John. See you later, dude.
Take care, John.
When I started, I think I first had tobacco vapes when I went to Italy. And the tobacco vape flavour scene is big there. They love them. It's probably one of the biggest selling flavours on that market, as it would be, sort of tobacco vapes. And some of the stuff they mix tobacco with, you wouldn't believe. It's just a really nice, sort of warm, solid vape. You sort of get that warmth that you would get from a sort of tobacco flavour, as it would be. But they usually mix them with really nice flavours. I think we have like a caramel and a spiced apple and vanilla. We have a black truffle one as well.
See, I was the same as you. In this little pod system from Vladen, they gave me a pack of flavours to do the reviews with, and I was dubious about taking the tobacco one. There was and I've been pleasantly surprised with it as well. It's because
it is. It's different.
It's not like the Diamond Mist tobacco flavours I started off vaping on, which was the gold and silver, because it was supposed to be like Benson and Hedges, but it was nothing like Benson and Hedges. Yeah,
I know what you mean. What we do with a lot of our flavours is, for example, for the tobacco line, we got sort of flavours from Italy where the tobacco market's huge there. The flavours are the biggest selling flavours. So we went there and we tried all the flavours there, and was like, right, what tastes good, what tastes doesn't, and you go there and you vape so many flavours you wouldn't believe, but there's still always sort of 3 or 4 that stand out to you. And then we go back and we look at the market and what's selling there, what's selling here. We try or make our own flavours, and we experiment. It's a solid sort of, again, 4 or 5 months just to get one flavour from an idea to a point where we're sort of testing it around the office. They come in, we get all of the sales guys to test it and give us their opinion. We get all the people on marketing to test it, give us their opinion. And then we take it all back, collate it again, and go through the whole process again. Till we get a point where everyone is happy, really.
Hi, Mr. Summerfield.
Hi, Andy.
That was the one thing, when I was watching some of your shows and you're talking about vaping juices and everything else, it was like these were always the camaraderie between the office. You were vaping, you were all vaping the same juice. When it was coming out, you were saying that everybody in the office was vaping this juice to make sure that it was right.
Yes.
And, as you said, there's 23 people in an office. that's a good fair snippet, because I'm probably guaranteed that not all of yous like the same sort of flavors.
No, no, not at all. There's a guy in the office that doesn't even vape, but he gives his opinion on smell. He gets involved. He tells us, if he thinks they smell nice, if there's any sort of tones in the smell that are putting him off and things like that. We're all sort of really brutally honest with us behind closed doors, and it can get a bit sort of heated at times, but
I suppose you have to be, though.
Yeah, it's really nice to see. Usually when you work in an office, as much as I hate to say it, a lot of the office jobs I've had, no one really cares what's going on with the company that they're working for. But every single employee at IVG cares so much about the brand that when they get involved, it gets heated. If they think someone's making a wrong decision, or it's going to foil any part of the brand in any way, it gets heated in the office, and we sit down in the boardroom, we'll all have a meeting, and it's quite good. It's quite a good environment to work in a sense. But I think it's been crucial to sort of how far we've come in such a short period, because everyone is 110% behind wanting the brand to be successful.
Because it's a cutthroat market out there. When you think of some of the bigger, the sort of the big companies, IVG does spring to mind, but then you've got like the Dinner Lady, Vampire Vapes.
Yeah.
But they all come down to one vital thing: the marketing.
Yes.
It's the marketing and the presentation of the public face of the company is huge in all the big companies.
Yeah, of course. It's not a case of, like I said, it's not a case of selling juice and making loads of money. It's a case of building a family for us, and sort of getting the word of vape out there, as it would be. One day, it's just happened in Japan, hasn't it? They've just banned smoking there. So it is a case of just vaping all these new heated tobacco devices. So hopefully that'll ricochet across the world one day. But we want to sort of spread the message as much as possible before that happens anyway. Because then we've sort of got as many people off sort of smoking and onto vaping before any sort of changes happen.
Which is the way it should be. Now, I'm not going to get into debates about heat not burn products, which is very over in Japan. I do think it has a place as a sensation device, but it's not a vaping device as far as I would be concerned.
No, nowhere near. I think they was at the Denmark show, but I think anyone in the vaping industry is interested.
They had there was a stall at Expo and everything else, and one of the guys that's it's on Vic's show and everything else, Chris Empire Vapes, he had an invitation actually to go out to Switzerland, to the factory, to look around and everything else, which he declined because it would just took, he thought it would have done too bad to took one picture would have done so much damage to the vaping industry that he declined to go out. But his girlfriend, she's a biochemist.
Right.
She's looked into all the different chemicals and everything else in it, and hasn't had much good to say about it.
Right, interesting. I mean, I think what's so exciting about the vape industry is it changes all the time. But what's more exciting to me is it's still a new industry. It feels like it has been around for quite a while. But really, in the grand scheme of things, all these amazing flavors that you're tasting now are going to be nothing in what vape's going to be in 10 years when. People are talking potentially about getting chefs involved and having a lot more people understand the sort of science behind what's going into everything. And I think the potential for sort of this wide sort of tree of flavors and things that you could never have dreamt of if you were just cooking are going to come to pass. You could see flavors in vape that you would never think, do you know what, I might try and make that. But you're quite happy to get two liquids for it. For example, a bubblegum and a jam cake. You would never make a bubblegum jam cake in the kitchen. But as a vape,
Actually sounds
You might
quite
think,
nice.
yeah, as a vape, you think, you know what, actually, I could try bubblegum jam cake. That might be all right. So I'm quite excited to see what people do come up with in their sort of chocolate factories, and hopefully they'll come up with some really sort of wicked out there flavours for us.
It's just when you mention chefs, there actually is there's a group of chefs who worked at the NEC, have started their own company, making
That
juices.
doesn't surprise me. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Jules Mama Vapes, and they did an expo they did a day down in Cardiff as well. Chefs something or other.
Chef's Vapors.
Chefs Vapors.
Chef's Vapors, yes, I've come across Chef's Vapors a few times. They actually do dress up as chefs on the stand.
But they are chefs.
Yeah,
We're all
right.
chefs at the NEC.
Interesting. Fantastic.
So
yeah, it's a brilliant idea. You know, chefs no flavour. That's kind of their job, isn't it?
It is. It's to me, and the other side of things where I came, the side of my background is as well, which is in bar work. I was a cocktail barman.
Yes, same again.
So mixing cocktails together is very similar to vaping, and one of the lads over here that's brought a range, which is Love to Vape, they call it, Monday Crunch. And I had a conversation with Paul when he was starting to do the flavours and everything else, and it's when you introduce the flavour to the mix, also pulls out of when you're actually going to experience that flavour on the vape. Now, say you put a lemon in first, and then you build other flavours into the top of that, your lemon's going to get pushed down the order. Don't ask me how the science behind that works, but if you put the lemon in last, because you're mixing it all up, but if you put the lemon in last, then you'll get the lemon at the very forefront of the taste.
It's I work very closely with a lot of the team across. We all get massively involved. So mixing is, I can't explain it. It's crazy. You can change things by.
It's almost like layers, isn't it? Even though you're putting a whole pile of flavors in together and mixing them, shaking them up as such, but it depends on when you put that flavor in. It goes in layers, and even though you're mixing it, you'll get your layers in the order that you put them in.
It's crazy. It blows your head, doesn't it? You can change it by the sort of minusculest of percentages, just one of the flavors, and the vape that comes out is extraordinarily different. So it's crazy. You can sit there and you can try and make the same thing all day. If you're not sort of measuring it right and things like that, you'll have a different flavor all day, because it's mad how many different flavors we come up with in this sort of lab.
Because one of the flavors you do go, and it's just because I've seen there's a guy UK Andy in. Next time, if you're at an expo and UK Andy's there, we'll get him across to you. He makes the world's best chai latte tea.
No way.
Jaeger
chai.
Jaeger chai
No
tea.
way. Right. Okay. Chai latte. We had a chai tea vape, and I vaped it constantly.
Many a hangover.
You've got the chai. You have is it a cardamom chai?
Yes, cardamom chai latte. We originally we reworked it into sort of a coffee flavor, but it used to be a chai tea flavor, which was my all-time favorite vape. But when we changed it into the cardamom chai latte, I started venturing into different flavors and different variants. I think I change my liquid every couple of days now. It's ridiculous. But I'm enjoying it as it would be. IVG's got a lot of flavors. I never get bored, really. I always think, I could go back and just vape Summer Blaze a bit now. So it's quite nice.
You never run short of juice then.
Pardon?
You never run short of juice then.
That's the thing about having your own company, I suppose.
I just walk into the warehouse and sort of pick the flavour that you're feeling for that day.
Yeah. All of that, you guys.
I'm quite good friends with a guy called Alex who does Donut Dude. I don't know if you've ever heard Donut Good or Gummy Dude. He spent his the strawberry donut. He spent 18 months perfecting that recipe.
I could imagine. It's non-stop. It really is non-stop. You'll continue to make tiny tweaks and little things here and there if it does make an extraordinary difference, as it would be.
Think about it. It's your bread and butter at the end of the day, so you want it to be right.
Yes,
and if that
definitely.
It takes time.
Of course, of course. If there's two people that disagree, then we'll have to come up with a workaround. There's no alternative for us.
Yeah.
We don't go, right, well, it's going to go this way, I'm afraid. We
try and
always
compromise.
sit there and try it. Yeah, definitely.
At UK Andy's put, many have tried to make Jagger chai juice. And
Jaeger
failed.
chai. Jaeger.
Jaeger. Okay. Jaeger. Well, Bill's
You
put it
know,
in
you
right.
worked in a
Bill's
bar.
put-
You should know how to pronounce it.
Bill's put it in right with the proper little accents over the A, so that makes it Jaeger chai.
Yeah, he's wasted 300 quid trying to replicate that.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
As a juice. So there you go. There's how much? This is a nosy question. How much juice do you give? Look at the eyes going. He's wondering what's coming next. How much juice do you give away at a typical expo?
Oh, good question. It depends. It depends. I think at Verona, I think we gave away about maybe 11,000 bottles.
Wow.
In Stuttgart, we did the same, but we gave probably 5,000 bottles out to the sort of consumers, and then I think we gave 7,000 to a charity that was there, to sort of auction off the bottles, and it goes to a charity that they work with, which we thought was nice at the time. Apparently, it's really made a difference for them, so they're absolutely buzzing, which was, it's great for us as well. But yeah, a lot. For us, it's if when you go to Expo, right, you can go around and you can vape stuff 2 or 3 times, yeah, and you go, oh, that's nice, and you'll buy a 50ml bottle, and you'll go home and you go, oh, actually, I don't like that. So we try our best for everyone that comes to the stand or everyone that comes to the show. We want them to at least take home, a couple of little 10ml bottles of the flavour, so they can actually go home and vape it for 2-3 days and actually have a proper good idea of the flavour. Which you don't know, unfortunately, at Expo. I would love to say that I could dedicate my life to a vape after vaping it 3 times, but you just can't. There's so much choice there that you forget the flavours you've vaped anyway. And by the time you visited,
because you've tried that many bloody
exactly, yeah, you vaped out by the end of the Expo. It gets to 4 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon, and you're like, "Do you want to vape?" And they're like, "No, I'm just going to walk around for a bit." I think, yeah.
Well, there's only one juice I've ever sort of been hooked on from moment one of trying it.
Hit me.
Donut
Dude. Right, strawberry donut.
That was the only juice. I tried that at Dublin Expo, and I tried it once, and I was hooked.
Instantly.
Wow. Yes, I love juices like that. They're very nice. I'm beginning to like a lot of these. I suppose the name I'm going to give them is adult flavors. The sort of like grapefruit and lavender, and I think I had a cucumber and lime ice.
Cucumber.
We tried one.
And it was very nice.
Yeah. Well, it was. It was one with
Cucumber.
cactus. There was cucumber, cactus, and mango or something in it.
Yes,
It's a
yeah.
weird combination.
It is odd, isn't it?
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's a very fresh, nice vape, isn't it?
And Saint wants to know, Swish, do you want my address?
Yeah, and I appreciate it. Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
And Bill goes, a couple of 10ml bottles, 2 to 3 days, more like 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah, but Bill, not everybody uses like fucking 8 stacked mech mods, man.
Drippers, yeah.
Bill's big into his mech mods, so.
Is he? Right.
Yeah,
he'll burn through juice then, yeah.
Yeah, I think at the minute his preferred weapon of choice is a triple stack dreamer.
Bloody hell. Right,
Yeah.
so I bet you get some, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no chance. Like, kill me that. I vape all the time, so.
He's also just ventured into coil making. He's just setting himself up a little business making coils and stuff like that. So he's starting to make a name for himself. So
Good place to get into. good place to get into.
It is. So he sent me over a few. He sent me over a few
and
cords.
he breeds scorpions as well.
Oh, right. Just in case, backup plan.
Yeah.
Backup plan, scorpions, spiders.
No, you can keep your fucking spiders. No. I hate spiders.
And Saints also, they also had a bidding war. Talking about charity because over in America, Higgy Cigs.
Purge.
Higgy Cigs had a GSFA auction, the Georgia Smoking Association. They did an auction for that. It lasted over 3 weeks, and they had a big bidding between Bill and Saint had a big bidding war over this over a purge.
Right, interesting.
So,
I do like the purge mods.
Chris was like, Saint?
No, I stick to my British made stuff. The Mirage.
It's lovely. I do enjoy a lot of the different sort of vapes and stuff, but when I go to all these shows and things, you get given a lot of stuff, from a lot of the other lads there, and if you've got new things that you want to try, and so you sort of build up a collection that way. So I've tried some really weird sort of out there. I think I had a mod once that you could upload pictures onto and change the wallpaper. It was Bluetooth because you could play music through it. Yes, it was that exact one.
Well, you can't play music through this one, but you can upload pictures onto it. It's got changeable screensavers and whatnot. I see that, but I have a snarling black cat on mine.
Yes, it's getting ridiculous, isn't it?
It's purchase, but I don't care.
They are, but they get some of the mods that you see. Like I love them all, but for me now, it's just I just need something that's gonna sit in my hand and vape. Like it's I vape far too much liquid for a sort of big mod. Yes, I think one of our designers has that mod.
Yeah, I did have 2 of these, but I sold one to a mate last week. But this for it being so light, it's just unbelievably good. I absolutely love it. Absolutely fantastic. Now, I was always a big fan of the Minikin V2. And this is just a slightly bigger version of the Minikin V2, but half the weight.
Yeah.
It's amazing. There are 2 batteries and a dripper on that, and you wouldn't know it's in your pocket.
But
I wouldn't put the point, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, we've lost him.
I think he's gone.
Oh, he's back.
No, we're back.
He's back.
We're back. He froze there, sort of like a...
Yeah. So you can bet your ass one of these buggers in here's got a screenshot of you pulling the most outrageous face. Yeah, our lot are cruel.
But one of the things I am surprised with in the vaping industry, there's not a bigger cooperation between tank and dripper makers and just companies. Because to me, just companies rely on tank makers and coil manufacturers and everything else to get the best out of their juice.
Yes.
In the same respect, then the coil manufacturers and the juice or the tank and drippers also need just companies to play ball with them and you just don't see maybe behind the scenes at expos you do, but from a public face you don't see that bonding between the two.
Yeah, I think in the industry at the moment, everyone's still sort of getting their feet. It's still, like I said, it's still a very new industry, and I think it's still got a long way to go before it becomes what it's going to be. In fact, and I would say it's still got another sort of 20 to 30 years worth of growing before it's even close to the size that it's going to finish at. So I'm quite excited. I think over time it's going to get to a point where it all turns into sort of one industry as it would be. It's a really sort of nice change of pace to sort of every single industry I've worked in ever. Everyone in it is very nice. I was speaking to a friend of mine, and he was saying that when he first joined the industry, he was trying to make contacts, and he was in his suit and he was clean shaven, and no one wanted to speak to him really because no one's into that in the vaping industry. Everyone's into just being themselves, If you want a beard, have a beard. And he said if once he started just wearing his, you know, his Metallica shirt and coming in his jeans, people wanted to talk to him. So it's a really sort of nice, friendly atmosphere between all the companies. It's sort of just like you're all friends, because the shows that you go to, whether you go Rome or whether you're going to Germany, France, Denmark, it's all the same crowd. Usually, you know, you've got all the same team show up everywhere. So you're all usually in the same hotel, and you'll see each other every other weekend. So we're all quite friendly as it would be behind the scenes. You know, we all finish the expo, we all go have a drink together, we all go have a laugh. So it is a very good sort of scene to be involved. I've never seen any other industry where you're sort of going to work and you go, yeah, you should be best mates with our rivals, and it's not like that anywhere. But for some reason in the vape industry it's fine. We're all sort of going in to achieve one goal, which is to stop people smoking and start vaping.
Mm.
Exactly. There's lots of ones though. Just even in the review scene, there's lots of drama, should we say, goes on. But sometimes I think people like a little bit of drama because drama attracts numbers and everything else.
Yes.
Every time that we have stayed at the hotel, I'm just using Birmingham Expo because it's easier. We stayed at the Premier Inn at the Expo, and you see that, you know, from everybody standing outside vaping, and it just takes somebody to produce a mod, you know, outside the hotel, and people start talking. Oh, what have you got? Oh,
Yeah.
what just you on? There was no bitterness between anybody, because you've seen the first year we were there, fantastic vapes. You know, they were the crowd of them. We got talking to them, and there was other ones coming from different stands, and people just all standing, talking, having a laugh, and all different reviewers in around each other. And one of our vendors, Conway Valley Vapors, has asked, "What's the best-selling flavour from IVG range?" I'm going to try and answer that. It's
Go on, you answer.
Probably going to be one of the millions. Probably Strawberry Millions.
Oh, you're close. It's the bubblegum millions.
Yep.
That's the best selling range. Yeah, people go mad for it all over the world. You wouldn't believe. Usually from country to country, it varies quite drastically in terms of the flavours after bubblegum millions. But for some reason, sort of everywhere you go, people are mad for bubblegum. It's a very nice flavour. I suppose, you know, there's not anyone in the world that doesn't like bubblegum.
I've tasted some bad
normally,
bubblegums.
Yeah. Speaking of bad bubblegum, I have one sitting right here.
Right. I don't think I've tried it.
Yeah. Now, I got this a few weeks back. It smells amazing. You do the drip test on your finger. It tastes amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Then you put it onto your vape, and it's just like vaping perfume.
Oh, I hate vapes like that.
Yeah, well, this one really, really disappointed me because I was so looking forward to it. Because, like I say, it smelled great. It tasted absolutely beautiful in the finger test, and then I vaped it, and it was good.
Really? You'll have to try it. You'll have to try the bubblegum millions. It's I don't know. The only way I can explain it is it's sweet and uplifting.
The bubblegum millions I have tried because VH Reviews that's floating about in here. He let me try it. He had it about a year ago, and he let me try it, and I was impressed. I really liked it. So
it is a very nice flavour.
We're into your last 6 minutes, folks.
No.
Hell, time's gone by so quick, hasn't it?
Time has gone past really quick.
I think just whatever happens. Should be, you know. There's nobody on after us, you know. It's not like we're time constrained.
That's true. But we're taking this good man's time up. I think he got the short straw for it, because I don't know who was talking to originally, and they'll go, "I'll just pass you across the Swish. He'll take it."
Yeah. I get that in the office a lot. I'll just pass you over to Swish. He'll sort it. He'll deal with it.
So basically you're IVG's resident gopher? Go for that, go for the other.
I don't know. I'm probably more the one that I go to sort of every single show, and I sort of focus on the B2C side of the business more than anything else. So my day-to-day job is the customers. and how we can sort of improve that relationship, how we can better ourselves and sort of build a family as it would be. That's why I love my job so much. I sort of sit there and draw. The creative director, so I'm the sort of lead of the creative team.
That is an awesome title. My daytime job title is test analyst, but to get creative director. I am going to be the creative director of Roy's Reviews. There we go.
Smashed it. That's it. That's it. That's all you got to do. CEO.
Creative director is fair enough. That's a good enough name.
But, it's a wonderful job, and especially when you see the sort of designs you've put together, and people telling you, "Oh, you really love this, and I really love that." That means the world to me, really. That's what really makes the job, when you sort of see the brand really working and people actually loving how it looks, and it sort of makes a world of a difference in the office on the marketing team.
Well, I can say, and I'll say this, because my daytime job is I test websites and test programs for a big power company in Northern Ireland. So whenever when I was going through your website, I think it really flows really well. It's pleasing on the eye. The graphics are really catching. So that's coming from a professional point of view. As I do.
That's really good to hear. Yeah.
My day job, and out of a lot of the websites, you troll through and everything else. Whenever you are doing reviews, you're looking through different websites and things. It's a really lovely standout website.
Fantastic. That's really, really good to hear. It's still not finished. It's got a lot more to come. So I keep an eye on that.
I have to say, from a consumer point of view, yeah, the website impressed me as well. It was very, very nicely laid out, very easy to find what you were looking for.
Fantastic.
I didn't have to troll through endless different pages just to find one item.
Yeah,
everything was
that's exactly what we wanted to avoid.
Listed and easy to access. So yeah,
fantastic. Always good to see.
The big thing to me, it flows. You go from one. If you're on the main page and you just sort of scroll down it. Excuse me. There's no stop. There's no stop to the page where you have to stop and go, right, what do I want to go to next? As you just go down it, your eye gets drawn to the next bit coming up, and just keeps getting drawn and drawn. And that,
fantastic.
To me, is what makes a website, and makes a website pleasing, and makes you want to stay on it, because they say on average, if someone spends 3 to 4 minutes on your website, they will eventually make a purchase.
Yeah, the main point that we got down to the website was we wanted, because we looked at everyone's website in the industry and we sat down and go, right, we want them to be able to sort of come on and not have to click this, click that. It just sort of give them the information they need. If they want information about any flavour or anything like that, it's sort of all there straight away.
Steve, Dave, I told you, the talent's right here, dude.
So I'm glad we've achieved that. But with the next update to the website, which I'm quite excited about, it gets sort of a lot more interactive and sort of bottles and stuff flying everywhere. And it'll tell you even more so about the flavour and bring up reviews and things for you, if it's something you're considering. And then I think we're also trying to look at integrating a list of shops that are available in your area and things like that into the site, just to make it a bit easier and sort of build that family a bit more as it would be.
I think that side of things sounds, that, to me, that's one of the big things, is where you can go and find the juice and everything else, maybe order online, but on this channel I'm a very big advocate of bricks and mortar.
Yeah, of course.
Shops, because at the end of the day, yes, it's nice to order something online, but then you've got that, you're sitting waiting in the vape meal. Then you get the red carded. Then you're having to wait until you can get down to the post office to go and pick it up. Whereas bricks and mortar, you can walk in, you can try the juice, and a lot of places you can pick it up there and then and take it with you.
Yeah, it's that human touch, isn't it? It's that human element. I think that's what we don't want to lose. Unfortunately, it's looking like it's going that way, but yeah. So let's see. Fingers crossed, we might be one of the industries left that still have shops and things, because I think everyone's friends with the shop owners, and Whenever we get in touch with them, they're all, I don't think there's any of them that I don't like. They're all super nice, and they're all sort of gunning for the same thing, really.
Hmm.
And Philip at Conway, do you stock IVG? If not, why not?
Get in touch. Tell us what you want.
I get the want it now mentality a lot. Yeah, biscuits. But it is that you want it and you want it now. I've got to the stage now where I'm going to have to sort of look around the shops and local area now to partake in a couple of the IVG ones, because it's the way you've described it. That's the strawberry and cream macaroni.
Well, we've started. We sat down and we said, how can we get? What's the best way really to get a lot of people to try our flavors without being at a show? So I think we've basically messaged all our retailers and said, look, if you want a testing bar for your IVG flavors, just let us know. And we're basically sending out testing bars to every retail shop that wants them. They're sort of stocking us at the moment. So it's sort of, it's a small little bar with 5 mods on. You can put 5 different flavors on show. And I think it's just nice because you don't really get to try new flavors, and you don't really want to venture from the flavor that you've been vaping for so long. And all for us really is we just want them to get that initial try of the flavors and try and get involved in the sort of the online community that we've built and come down to the shows and things, which is really important for us.
And it comes across, and your passion for the industry comes across. And I can't remember your quote, or there was the show that I watched that initially got me sort of to get you coming on here. It was the passion from those two guys about the as well as IVG that made me sort of go, right, I'm going to ask them to come on the show, because it's getting somebody with passion to me and on getting them out there is one of the big things. And it's because you get somebody coming on going, yeah, I love vaping, and they'll sit there and they go, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, you've come across them. Yeah.
I don't know what's up with the ones in chat today. I've not seen them this well behaved ever.
That's good to hear. It's good to hear.
Normally they like to roast us.
Ah, right, okay.
They're being way too polite.
It's like,
I was ready. I was prepared. I was prepared.
I know, yeah, because I think Roy said he had warned you that our lot can be a bit feisty.
Yeah, I was quite looking forward to it, to be honest. I was a bit.
They're all being so super nice, and it's like, what? Okay, who the hell are you lot, and what have you done with our regular audience?
They've actually even Saint, who's normally well, mind you, he lost a bet and has to be nice to me for a month.
Yeah.
But normally he'd be the resident troll. But even his questions have been really
sensible.
Yeah. And
that's good to hear.
Biscuit says, I wish supermarkets sold proper juices as well instead of blue and white refills.
Keep your eye on the supermarkets then.
Ooh.
Asda sells some, including Dozy Juice, one brand they stock.
Dozy.
And Bell says you can't be a new person.
I think didn't Asda start bringing in Dinner Lady not that long ago?
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
And now apparently you can buy vape devices in Argos.
Yes, I believe so. The supermarkets is a market that's growing. The supermarkets are going to stock it eventually. They started taking on a lot of brands from what we can see. I believe we're in talks with a few. What's difficult for us is if you go to the supermarket.
Saint has just said, wait until you come onto this show next time. You always get a first show reprieve, so next time, gloves
on. Right, okay. I will look forward to it next time. In fact, while I'm here, it'd probably be a good question to ask. If you're a shop owner and you stock IVG, and you're an independent, you've got your own shop, would you be happy if it was to go to the supermarkets? Is that gonna affect your business in any way?
There's a good one. That's a good question for Conway. So he's more of an online person as well, but he did have a shop.
Yeah, so this is sort of one of the heated debates that are going on in the office at the moment in terms of if it's worth moving IVG into the supermarkets, and is it going to hit the audience that's already sort of going to all these independent vape stores that have supported us from the start, really. So it's a difficult one. Sometimes you come to the conclusion that no, not really. People don't go to Tesco to buy e-liquid. You go to your local vape store.
I think sometimes it could depend on the area, because not every town has an influx of vape shops. Like
yes.
where I live here, we've got 6. And we've got Sainsbury's and we've got Tesco's as well. So, but they're far enough apart that maybe sometimes, because Tesco and Sainsbury's are open later hours, maybe the vape shops are closed, somebody runs out of juice, or somebody's out walking the dog and burns through a coil, maybe has to pop in and pick up some supplies. I think for that reason, and supermarkets would be a handy fallback. But if you're in a town that does have an influx of vape shops, then no, maybe not supermarket related there, but if you're somewhere a bit more
outside of that.
Yeah, because not every town has vape shops. There's quite a few towns in Northern Ireland especially that don't have vape shops, so those people that live in those towns have to travel quite a bit. So supermarkets in those areas would benefit from,
of course.
A better range of vape gear, but maybe not in like big towns that would have more than one vape shop.
Well, there's two comments around it. There's more than 2 now, but there's 2 in the scene. So Conway said he stopped selling Dinner Lady because due to Asda selling it.
Yeah.
And Bill has put, if supermarkets are going to order it in bulk, it'll hurt the shop sales.
Yeah.
And then Saint has going to supermarkets can open up your brand to many other people that can't really go into B&M shops, so won't know about you. But Asda actually, VH Reviews, Asda recently acquired Dinner Lady and Dozy.
Dozy.
Yes, Asda's recently taken them on, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But actually acquired them, does that mean that they've bought the brand over, or?
I don't think they have, no.
And more important things to use, the supermarket run out of e-liquid, you have to deal with Vape or Blue kits. Supermarkets should have a different range from the indie vape shops, covers all bases but doesn't cheapen the brand. It is one of those. Tesco's are renowned for taking somebody on. For instance, in Northern Ireland, we have a company called Deal Farm. So milk. I'm going to bring milk and vape into the same cup. But what they did, they started off, they did an initial agreement to start selling the Deal Farm milk. But what they did was then they started to squeeze the margins. Once they got the contract and they'd got everything in, they started to squeeze the margins on what they were actually buying the milk for, to cheapen it and cheapen it and cheapen it. It's got to the point now where Deal Farm is selling a 2 litre of milk to Tesco's. I think it's for something in the regions of 21p.
Yeah, and Tesco's are then selling that at £1.40.
Yeah, adding their margin on it, obviously.
So just watch, that would be my big concern if you're going to go down the supermarket, is what they're going to.
That's what we're talking about at the moment. Is it really? Are we really on the same sort of wavelength as these big conglomerate companies? Because I don't personally think we are in the vape industry. As a brand, it is a fantastic opportunity to get your product in front of lots of people that have never seen you before. But on the minus side, is it worth hitting all the people that have supported you from the start to get it there?
It could have potentially business-threatening financial implications. That's what you have to consider as well.
Yes.
And then Vape and Brew, who is our resident, he makes bits of everything. Have you ever want a vape ring, by the way? A ring made out of the resin for drip tips?
Yeah.
Vape and Brew makes fantastic rings. He makes pens.
Right.
Something unique if you want something unique, and he also makes drip tips.
Yeah.
Cool.
Supermarkets would be limited to what they sell, as it wouldn't be in the tobacco in this area, which are normally small. But vape shops would have a much wider range of liquids and hardware. And supermarkets will squeeze you for every penny.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's the only thing I'd be scared of. It's also the likes of certain areas of England where there is a big, what could we say, vape person who buys things, a lot of things very cheaply and then sells them off very cheaply, and then in retrospect sort of ruining a brand.
Yes.
Because it happened to Alex at Donut Dude, where they sort of bought out all his stock at Expo and then they sold it out cheaper than it was.
So very cheap. Yes. We have people that literally work full time looking for that. It's a big area for us in terms of copyright and people trying to buy in bulk of it cheap, and we always track down where it's gone from, and we just literally blacklist them straight away. We let anyone know that's sort of coming into a partnership with us, if they're going to do anything that's going to affect the rest of the family, as it will be, then that's it. We'll just stop. We'll stop doing business together. That's it. We don't want anything to do with that. We're very, very strict with everyone that we go into business with on that side of things.
So glad to hear that. And BH Reviews, he works in it is a small independent store in Belfast. As a representative for an independent trader, the effects of supermarket stock on the same liquids as the shop would affect sales of that brand in the shop.
Yes, I think it is. That's a very heated debate we've got on at the moment. I don't think vapes. I mean, you're right in one sense. If it is sort of after hours and things like that, I can see that bit making sense. But on the other hand, it's not really. I don't know personally. I don't see it's worth it. It's sort of going against what sort of built you as a brand in the first place.
Me personally, if I was looking at it, I'd maybe come out with supermarket only flavors.
Yeah, I suppose that's one thing, isn't it? But
and sort of brand it that way, that it is for supermarket sales, which then would hopefully, in a way, lead to somebody thinking, if they walked into a bricks and mortar store and they've been in Tesco's, whatever, and they've picked up a bottle of IVG supermarket brand flavour, and then IVG, I might try that, see what that's like.
So I suppose that's one way of looking at it. But if you was to release a flavour to the supermarkets that everyone fell in love with, the vape stores would want it.
True.
It's a never-ending circle. I think it's something that we're going to try and come to head with in the office, but it's proving quite difficult. We run over literally every scenario you could possibly think of, and then we argue about it for 10 minutes. And then it's just an endless loop until we get to somewhere we go, right, I think this is the right decision.
It's, but it shows you that you're taking things seriously. It's not a get rich quick scheme.
No, definitely not.
For the way you're going about it, it's not a let's jump on the bandwagon here and try and sell as much as we can and make as much as we can in such a short space of time. It's with the amount of stuff you guys give away, with your 11,000 bottles at an expo, to the amount of t-shirts you give away, bags, that's another thing you've seen, right? You're walking around with IVG bags all over the place, and it's... Yeah,
that's our chance to give back, really. Any show, it's our chance to sort of give back to people that have supported us through that sort of year, or as it will be in that country.
We have just had Vaping Royalty into the room. Good afternoon, Vaping with Vic. How are you, sir?
Good afternoon, Vaping with Vic. I don't know if you know. Have you heard of Vaping with Vic?
I have heard of Vaping with Vic. I have. He has come across my path a couple of times.
He no longer reviews juice, but he does know a good juice.
Yeah. Vic, feel free to call in.
Vic, if
you're not too busy,
you're very welcome.
Yeah, feel free. You're more than welcome to join us on screen today.
But he makes. There's one of the things I did notice there's lacking is a peach vape.
Peach.
Yeah.
Vic loves his peach.
Yes.
I think Squeezed have a peach vape. Squeezed, I think they're an American brand. I believe they have a peach vape.
Oh, there's plenty of peach vapes out there, but IVG don't have a peach vape.
We don't have a peach vape. You're right.
Or a mango one, for that matter.
We used to have a mango.
Yeah, but you get rid of it.
Yes. For us, a mango it's a very good flavour mango. This always comes up, but I think there's a lot of mango out there, isn't there? Every brand has a mango basically, in some form or shape, and I think we're just waiting to see sort of where the industry goes with it before we sort of put our 2 pence down, as it would be. It's something that's going on in the background. It's always a flavour that we play with. So it's I think it's one of those that it may come to the forefront, but it also very, very, very well may not. We have a lot of flavours in the lab that are pretty much sort of ready to go, as it would be, but we're just not there yet with them. We hold back a lot of flavours, or we go, oh, do you know, actually, I think maybe you sometimes come to a choice where you have to choose one or the other, and it's best out of these 5, and it's just such a difficult choice sometimes that you just go, you put it down to a blind vote in the end across 23 people. Like it's it can be very difficult sometimes.
And then Saints put, just going back to the supermarket thing as well, they only sell 10ml bottles to supermarkets, then shops can still sell the big bottles.
50ml, yeah, TPD. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, if you go into the supermarket, you're not wanting a short fill, are you? I suppose. But I don't know. You don't know. I think that'll very much depend on supermarket buyers and how supermarkets want to buy as well.
Vic, I'd love to know what your opinion is on supermarkets selling juices.
Well, do you know, that was actually why I suggested that Vic call in, because I would very much like to hear Vic's thoughts on that as well.
Because he is one of the to me, be one of the leading aficionados on sort of most things vape, and he normally has a balanced opinion on things, should we say. Bill's just got another 4,000 feet of stainless steel 316.
Whoa. Yeah, Sloan, I was just thinking that'll keep him busy for a day or two.
But I wouldn't be a mango person as such and everything else. But sometimes as well, I think you can overload.
Mango can be a very strong flavour, yeah.
But it's even that, even sometimes a company or a brand can have far too many flavours.
Yes, that can become a case.
One of the things I was thinking is that we've got two very strong companies over here in Northern Ireland that both have juice lines, Titanic and Root Boy Vaping, but they're expanding their juice lines out. That's the Bad Boy range. They expanded the range. They just released, a range like this. Well, that one's dessert time. Didn't come up. There's the glare coming in, but they've got a dessert time. They've gone a little bit like the IVG in the way that they've called it dessert time, juice line, menthol line. So it's gone down the IVG sort of the brackets of it.
Yes.
But so they've got all that. But then, as you've seen from, where's the other one? That's Bad Boy.
Yep, that's the other one. If you like Ribena.
Really?
If you remember drinking Ribena as a child, you'll love this.
Yes, Ribena's a great outfit. Yeah.
It's called Ribena Bliss, and it is just like having it's just like having a massive drip big glass of Ribena.
Yeah, it's a lovely vape, Ribena. I do like it.
Black currants can be very hit or miss though, because depending on what concentration,
it can be overpowering.
Yeah, some of them can be quite perfumed. Where you're getting
chemical taste to them.
Yeah, quite chemical, and I hate a chemical aftertaste. So for this black currant to be as good as it is, they've completely nailed it. It's absolutely gorgeous.
That's what I mean when I was saying it's exciting for the next 10 years. When you do vape something, it is literally like the texture and the flavour is also perfect for what it is you're vaping. It's to not even to walk into a vape store and not even question a flavour. Is what I'm excited for, really.
But two of the things that aren't sort of juice related, which help with juice. I don't know if you make your own coils at all. If you do,
There's a few lads in the office that do it. Yeah.
Have they got themselves one of these yet?
I've never seen him with one.
Coily tool. Get them to get a coily tool.
Right. Okay.
The other thing as well that helps. The other thing as well, I think, is one of that is one of the sort of the innovations of the year to me. And the other innovation I came across at Expo.
Yeah, the electric squeezies. These things are awesome.
If you ever want people to experience your juices at the optimum flavour, get them to eat one of these sweets half an hour before they try your juice, and then try your juice. This stuff absolutely cleans your mouth.
Right.
Will get rid of any sort of the food you've had the night before. If you had a bad curry or you've had a garlic meal or whatever, your mouth's still
skin full of alcohol or something.
Or vapor tongue.
Vapor's tongue.
That cleanses your mouth to the point you get the full flavours of any juice.
Yeah.
Or anything, a cup of coffee or anything. The flavours you will get after eating a head candy sweet.
I have to admit, at first I thought it was a gimmick. I thought, yeah, bollocks, it'll never work. Then I tried one, and wow, I was blown away.
And by the way, I'm not affiliated to any of those two companies, either Coily or
Just a shout out there.
Yeah, Bill, I know. Sorry, mate. I keep forgetting to post it. It's there. It's ready to go. I just keep forgetting to take it with me. I haven't been out much over the last few days, so I've not been to the post office. So.
And Swish, Sam wants to know, did your vibrator go off?
It's my phone.
I know. Sloan. Bill didn't order one. He won one. On the Bitches show a couple of weeks ago, and I just haven't got around to posting it out yet because things have been a bit up in the air for me the last week or so. So, yeah.
And Swish, I was going to say, if you did make your own coils and things like that, I would have got you a coily tool across.
Oh, it's all right. No, it'll be no use to me.
Stock coiler.
Yeah, it's so much easier.
I bounce between the two because, as you say, I'm using a dripper here, but I've got the Valerian on the go, I've got a Falcon on the go, so I sort of alternate between the two.
Yeah, I suppose to be honest, it's whatever gets given to me at the time. I've just been trying one of Vaperesso's new mods that they're looking at releasing soon, which is quite interesting. One of their salt nicotine mods, which is very nice.
Yeah.
So I mean, any time when you go to the shows and things, you meet other people. They're like, "Oh, will you try this? Let me know what you think." And you'll start vaping a mod you would have never even looked at twice before, and then you just sort of get this broad sort of experience of mods across it. But you eventually come to a point of what's going to be easiest for me to vape from this point onwards. Like,
yes, tanks are great for convenience and whatnot, but
yeah.
You get a truer flavour from an RDA.
Yes.
So that's just how I see it, but tanks are handy for convenience if you're, especially like if you go out walking the dog or something like that, you can't be bothered stopping with the dog every few puffs to re-drip, so a tank's handy for that, or for taking to work with you or something, but, if you're just sitting in the house.
Yeah. Andy Summerfield wondered why Swish had a smile on his face. Gone off.
If you ever see me at Expo, I'm always smiling.
And Bill, just because he's a stock coiler doesn't mean you have to lose respect for him. That's the beauty about vaping. Whether somebody vapes, a £3,000 mod with a dripper on top with gold-plated coils and everything else, or they're vaping a little pod system, or they're doing mouth to lung on a Zenith, whatever it may be. It's a vaping family, and that's just because somebody has got a triple stack Dreamer with 8-ply fused Claptons in them, whatever it may be, and somebody's just walking around with a little pod system. They're all vapors at the end of the day. They're all off the
of course.
Colin, I'm doing good, mate, and it was great chatting to you the other day as well. Thank you.
Sloan's got a few. So
Yeah, Sloan, we did Simon, the wonderful Simon at Coilitil, had sent me a personalised coily with my name on it, and he had also sent out an extra one. I don't know if you're aware or not, Swish, but I do a show on a Friday, usually on Vape UK Network. It's called the Bitches of Eastwick. Simon sent me out another coily with the word bitches on it for us to do a giveaway on the show, and Bill won it. So, and yeah, I keep forgetting to send it out to him. So
I'll get there eventually.
Yeah, it will. You'll get it.
Hey, right. I will have to probably call it a night in about 4 minutes.
Yep. So that'll be an extra half hour that we.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a shame Vic couldn't have joined us. It would have been nice to chat to the little ranty Scotsman who now has an office. Yeah.
But it's been an absolute pleasure having you on, Swish.
No, yeah, thank you very much for having me. The pleasure's been all mine.
Well, you are welcome to join us anytime.
Yes, definitely. Get in touch with us again. Maybe we'll try and get someone else on next time.
Have we ruined you?
Yeah, bring a friend. We don't mind. Bring a friend.
Oh, yeah, of course. I've got plenty of that'll come on board, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Next time we'll try and get a few more heads involved. We'll ask any of our sponsors if they want to come on board and things like that.
Yeah.
That'd be quite nice, because then you can get a sort of. I enjoy talking to the sponsors and sort of finding out what's going on over in Spain at the moment, or like, because they're all very much into the vaping. So you can get like a nice sort of overview, but from a sort of a customer's perspective of the market.
Speaking of vaping in Spain, I'm going to Mallorca for a week in September. I don't know really what Spain's like for vaping. I'm just hoping you could maybe give me a few pointers if there's any like vape shops that I should visit while I'm there.
Not in Mallorca, no. I know one in Barcelona. There's a couple in Alicante I'd recommend, and there's a few in Madrid I'd recommend as well. But I've not been to Mallorca. But the vaping scene in Spain is fantastic. They are the Spanish are mental. There's no other way of describing it. They are brilliant, absolutely brilliant. They get massively involved in the shows. I think the giveaway we did in Spain was, it was ridiculous. It was crazy. There was people screaming. There was people taking their shirts off and going absolutely mad. And they all sort of really gave it their all and got involved, and they're all massively behind vaping as it would be. So any of the shops you go into, generally in Spain, the people there are dead friendly and dead nice.
Yeah, well, I have to say that'll be probably the first thing I'll look for when I get there.
Yeah, vape shop.
The vape shops, you know.
Make sure you subscribe to IVG's the Facebook page, their Instagram, and also the website, also linked there as well, because they do live shows on Facebook. They do giveaways over on Instagram. They giveaways on Facebook all the time. So get yourself. Make sure you've subscribed to it and join in. And if you're watching one of the live shows on Facebook, comment in on it, because they actually do thrive on it, and they go out through multiple channels. I think you restream it out through multiple.
Yes, yeah. 3. We go on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook at the same time. So the comments are coming through. It's trying your best to keep on top of them,
but you do a great job in keeping, because they respond to I don't think I've seen anybody that wasn't responded to in any of the shows that I watched from it, which is really good, because it's hateful when you go onto a show and you watch it and the person presenting it or the people presenting it maybe read out 1 out of every 6 comments or something like that, or answer 1 out of every 6 questions and everything. You're sitting there going, well, what's wrong with my question?
Yes, we do. We try and answer as many as we can on the show, but I think we do have 2 or 3 people that sort of join the chat from the team as well, that try and answer any ones that we can't get on touch with. They'll make sure that everyone sort of goes away with an answered question, as it will be.
Yeah.
Really good. So we'll get down to the final thoughts now. Do you want to go, Swish?
Yes, I am going to have to shoot. It has been an absolute pleasure, though. But give me a call sometime, or hit us up on Instagram, and I'll come back and join you probably next month.
No
Yeah,
problem.
maybe after. Yeah, I'm going to.
Manchester.
No, I've got South Korea and South Africa at the end of this month, so. Manchester's all right.
We'll get you after
See that
those.
jet set lifestyles of the rich and shameless, eh?
You can tell us all about that. All about your
Hey, have you ever thought of doing a reality TV show, dude? That'd be epic.
Yeah, my life is it can get pretty hectic sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll come back on board after I've been to South Korea, and then I'll fill you guys in on the sort of vaping market over there. I'm quite excited. Excited.
I'm actually looking forward to hearing about it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be an experience anyway. But I'll leave you guys to it. Thank you very much for having me, and hopefully we shall speak soon.
Well, I think we're just about to wrap
Enjoy
up
your
here now,
travels.
anyway.
All right, thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, night. Bye.
Cool. See ya. So there you have it, folks. That was indeed the very, very charming Swish from IVG. I think. Very pleasurable guest.
It was.
Mm.
He didn't do the giveaway. I'll have to get back in touch with him for that.
Oh, yeah, I think we just kind of get into the flow of conversation and forgot about everything else.
It just dawned on me. I just seen Saints # free shit. So now that
he has left. What a dick! Saint.
Anyone in chat got a mouth to long tank for swap for a mesh nano, never been used, still in box?
Mesh nano. Well,
I haven't got any mouth to long tanks, so that's me out.
I have a Nautilus 2 if it's any use to you. I can't get on with it at all.
So can't believe Vic didn't call in to give us his rundown on supermarket.
I know, right? I know.
And just look, he wasn't even green on VC for me to pester him.
Oh, right enough. He probably just popped in for a minute because he'd probably be in the middle of doing the WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot it was Sunday.
It's a Sunday. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
There's John. Bonnie's. John says, yeah, that's fine.
Right, well, you've got John on Facebook, don't you?
I've got his emails.
Oh, right, that's okay. Well, yeah, so, if you contact Roy, send him your details, I'll arrange to get that sent down to you, John.
Over. But, yeah, so we've done 2.5 hours, folks. I think my stomach is telling me it's needing
Feeding time? Mm.
Yeah, I haven't ate all day.
Yeah, no, funnily enough, neither have I. I've got some nice fresh bread in there. I think some cheese and toast is the order of the day.
Yeah, cheese. But
it'll be melted.
Yeah.
It'll be done properly.
Not raw cheese.
Well, I like raw cheese.
Don't start doing raw cheese. I've been thinking of trying a mouth to lung setup and getting a single battery mod for it. The only mouth to lung I have, well, mind you, I've got 4 of these.
And John says, great, John, and thank you for singing happy birthday.
You're very welcome for me ruining everybody's ears with me singing.
Cheese and pineapple toast. Oh, I've no pineapple, Steve Dave. I might have to run to
Indonesia's.
Okay, who are you?
Indonesia.
Candid. No, yeah, okay, whatever. Toast, Marmite, melted cheese. Favourite brew! Oh, you're no longer my friend. Marmite! Seriously, Marmite!
Candid? Is that any better? I knew Roy was weird. He doesn't like cheese.
That's like not liking bacon. I know, right, Andy? That's just not cricket.
I do like bacon. I just don't like raw cheese, Andy Summerfield. And
yeah, he likes his cheese melted.
It has to be cooked cheese. Well, not even that, because I don't like camembert.
Oh, that's good for making a cheese sauce, though. The one cheese I really despise, though, is blue cheese.
Okay, so, yeah, from Indonesia. Can't understand any of the
Yep,
things.
well, he's appreciated us making the pictures bigger, so.
don't cook Stilton.
Hashtag weirdo.
Does he like his cheese from a can? No, I don't like my cheese from a can either.
No, squirty cheese is not cheese, okay? That stuff should be outlawed. That's an abomination.
So, Indonesia, are you actually from Indonesia? Or are we being watched out in Indonesia at the minute?
Marmite and melted blue cheese. Darren! Have one of them, son.
Bunny, behave.
He's being nasty.
That's Darren.
No, I thought he was my friend. Broken hearted now. Oh well. Blue cheese on a burger is absolutely gorgeous. Jesus, Andy! Ugh. No.
You're making me sick now. Can I ban other mods? No.
I think he wants to ban Darren.
Unfortunately, not saying I can silence them because I've got the yellow band.
Yeah. It's all right. Darren forgets. I know where he bloody well lives.
True. So do I.
Road trip. Go and kick some ass.
Well, lovely people in chat. It's been an absolute pleasure.
It has.
Having you today. Okay, toast with canned cheese and blue cheese mixed together, sorted. And
go away, Steve Dave.
Blue cheese in it is absolutely yeah. Have you any final words, Bunny?
Steve Dave just got silenced by saying yes. Take that. Oh, nice.
Saint's first ban.
Yay! John, thank you. Yeah, as Roy said, it's been an absolute pleasure having all you lovely people here. Once again, I know he's away, but thank you to Swish for coming on this afternoon. It was a very pleasurable experience. Shame he's not going to Manchester. It would have been nice to meet in person, but you know, maybe at Expo. Who knows? But anyway, all you lovely people, if you're around on Wednesday evening, feel free to join us. We will be there. What the structure is for Wednesday evening yet, we have no idea, but you know.
We never do. He didn't ban him, he just deleted the comment.
Yeah, he just silenced him.
No, he's still in. VH is still there.
Yeah, but he silenced him on that occasion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's just
Yeah, and folks, thank you very much for coming in, and thank you for your participation with Swish from IVG.
Mm-hmm.
And I will mention to him about the giveaway, and we'll get maybe on a Wednesday night show.
Yeah, we'll try and get something sorted.
We'll get something sorted. But thank you very much for everybody coming in. It would be nice to sort of maybe having a monthly thing with IVG coming on. I think that would be good. If I've not melted by then.
Too bloody hot. Yeah.
Philip, thank you. I'm sorry I just remembered I didn't get round to asking your question to what's one good reason for selling IVG. I probably could answer that it's a very standout juice line. And I'm also very sort of thankful that Swish sort of did my comments at the start when I said that I wasn't overly keen on the flavours to start with, but they have changed them. And it is about to me they are a company that listens to what the vapors want. So
yeah, they're proven to be a very popular brand. I have to say they've really made quite a big name for themselves in a really short space of time. So onwards and upwards, and hopefully it'll continue for them. Yeah, they've got a very very good work ethic, I say anyway. So there's a lot of companies out there could take lessons from them on that side.
Yeah, definitely.
Now here we go with all the commands now. It's all going mental. Colin, thank you. Pleasure as always, my friend.
Yep, it is. Folks, take care, and we shall see you on Wednesday. Oh, Indonesian government to impose a 50% e-cigarette liquid tax What about in your country, brothers and sisters? At the minute, they haven't planned to. We've just been reduced in sizes and under their TPD and everything else. If you're about on Wednesday evening, Indonesia, come in and we'll get the whole chat started about it and find out from from your side and everything else. It'll be a great pleasure to to hear from you. 5 more shows to go. Final countdown. But yeah, we're here Wednesday night from 6:45 UK time. I know that's
to whenever.
I know that's going to be really hard. Or else pop back next Sunday. We're here from 2:30 UK time, which would probably sit in well with Indonesia because I think you're 5 hours ahead of us.
Yeah, about 5 or 6, isn't it, roughly?
So probably and we'll get it'll be a good debate to have and to find out more about it there. So folks, from me,
Definitely.
Roy's Reviews, and from that side, Vapor Bunny.
Yay!
Have a good day and take care.
Bye, guys.
So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this show.
Peace out, people.
Yes, Murph, it's five more shows of Saint being nice.
Yeah, we can visibly hear him crying with the torture that it's putting him through.
Yeah. But definitely, whatever you do, do not say vinegar tits, or definitely do not say pissy willy.
What about pish flaps? Can we say pish flaps?
No, can't say that either.
Oh, can we not even say bollocks?
No.
Damn.
Can't say. Oh, and you can't say damn either.
Oh, shit.
Oh dear.
Dave, fuck you.